Hey, by the way, you really are a moron.
Why?
I mean, I heard you on the wrap-up show. I'm going to play it where they're asking you about who's running for president.
Politics is not my thing, man.
Motherfucker, you're stupid.
But
I mean, do you ever open the paper ever?
Yeah, I open it a little bit.
He thought Barack Obama was a Republican.
He's a good guy. I think I'm going to vote for Obama. I really am.
Yeah,
Obama?
Sure
He's got to be better than the asshole we have in the White House now. So
It's still a horse race.
Do you know who she is, Hillary Clinton? Yeah, you know.
sure,
that.
she's Clinton's wife.
What does she do for a living?
She's. I know what she is. She's the governor of
Which country?
New York, right? Isn't she the governor?
That's
No, wait,
good.
that
Our
would be.
governor.
I mean,
Yeah,
Pataki.
she's the governor of Pataki.
She's
Do you,
from
think
the
Pataki, do you still think Pataki's governor?
No, she's now.
Who's the governor of New York?
She's the governor.
Right. Okay.
Of
good
New
for
York.
you.
And
Right.
who are the senators?
That's a good question.
Brownback or something.
Yeah,
right, Senator
Brownback
Brown.
is a senator.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who's the other one? We have how many senators?
If you're asking for another one, we must have two.
So
Right.
Brownback and who else?
Well,
I won't call you an idiot if you get this. Well, you got Brownback, right? You know that Hillary Clinton's the governor of New York. Who is the other senator from New York? You'll impress me if you know that.
I think I got it. He used to be the district attorney of New York.
Go ahead.
Robert Morgenthau.
Oh,
Very good.
Very
All right.
I just have to think.
Yeah. You know, when you think, you're impressive.
wow.
That's why I don't do it much. I don't.
So
like
you
to do it.
knew Senator Morgenthau.
and
You see-
Brownback
And Brownback.
and the governor.
And the governor, Clinton.
I think she. I know she has something to do with New York. I think she's the governor.
Good. Well, all right. You've impressed me.
But like I said, politics is not my thing. You know?
Should be. And after you got those right. I mean, not everyone can
You're
answer
ready
that.
for what is that?
Impressive.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who's smarter
You can
than the
answer
fifth
so
grader?
many
You
questions.
know what?
How many senators are there total?
Well, I'm guessing two.
Two
You're
senators
guessing.
total? No,
Maybe.
from New York, but then how do you...
Probably two per state. 100 senators, 50
Okay.
states.
Good, all right. Well, you're on the target there.
Did you ever notice that everything Sal doesn't know isn't his thing?
Yeah.
Like being smart isn't his thing.
Yeah. You never read the newspaper?
Being a producer is not your thing.
You never read the newspaper? Nothing.
I do read the newspaper. I read
You do?
page 6.
Oh.
Oh, you
Gossip.
skip right past the first page.
You know, it's just. This is not CNN, Howard. This is the Howard
Right.
Stern show.
Okay.
You know, this
I
is
just thought
not,
maybe you're curious.
Hannity and
Just for your
Combs.
own life, you might want to know.
Listen
some
to
of
me.
these things.
It's not
I'm
Hannity and Combs.
I'm glad I didn't vote for Bush, and now nobody can blame me.
But you
know
said
what I
in the
mean?
wrap-up
Did you
show...
vote?
But maybe
It's
you
not-
should have
but you
voted
don't
for the
vote.
other guy.
But hey, who is the other guy? The other guy could have fucked up too, and then you couldn't blame me.
He doesn't vote, and he considers that a good thing because he says on the wrap-up show, there's no difference. Look how bad the country's doing. So if I voted...
You'd be responsible. I
Yeah,
guess.
look what all the assholes who voted for Bush.
about-
Now they regret it.
How
Not
about
me.
if
I'm
you
like,
had voted,
hey,
how
I
about if
stayed
you
out.
had voted for the other guy, and we wouldn't have had Bush?
You could have saved us.
Well, that's all hearsay. We don't know what this guy would have done.
Hearsay.
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 All right,
no,
thank you.
It's not.
And that's why I'm going to go against the grain. I'm seriously considering voting for Obama, and
Yeah.
I do mean that because
Why?
this
Why do you
world
like
has been
him?
so screwed up for the past 100 years.
Well, why do you like Obama? What is he for?
He's pro-choice, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, look, if you're a black guy in America and you can push the people to vote for you, that's impressive. And I mean that
in the,
I got
most
it.
in the most
positive
sincere way.
All right, I got
So
to stop
that's
this
so,
conversation. Everything that comes out of your mouth is stupid. All right, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Hey, what's up? It's Joey Fatone, and I'm here with Howard Stern. Obviously, you never know what's going to happen. Who the hell knows what he's going to tell me or ask me? Because I'm ready for anything.
He's been a big fan of you lately.
Well, you know, I've been hearing. I haven't been able to really catch up on anything. But, you know, I've been hearing a lot of things because I know he loves Dancing with the Stars, and so does, his girl and everything. So it's going to be fun to talk about it. So I'm sure he's going to have some interesting questions for me about the girls, I'm sure. I'm ready for him.
All right, well, have a good time today, Joey.
Thanks so much.
Joey Fatone was a member of NSYNC recently on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Always want to meet this guy and talk to him. I mean, we met once, right?
Why did you want to meet him?
I want to talk to him about some shit. Guy knows stuff.
Oh,
How you
right.
do- By
Let's
the way,
go.
look how thin you got.
No kidding. I'm freaking
That
happy.
Dancing with the Stars does
Come
that
on.
to you?
Yeah,
Wow.
it does. It's pretty.
He was pretty
intense.
heavy when he started Dancing with the Stars, but I got to tell you, this sucker can dance.
It's amazing. It's
You're good.
fantastic.
I thought you
Are you
would.
going to keep dancing?
Well, I'm actually doing a tour.
Oh,
I'm going
are
out
you?
on the tour. Yeah, June 20th
An
starting.
NSYNC kind of reunion thing, or
No, for
Dancing
Dance with the Stars.
Oh, you
They have
are?
like a whole tour out there. Yeah, it's me, Drew Lachey, Joey McIntyre, and Joey Lawrence. It's like the three Joes and a freaking Drew.
Wow.
So,
The problem with Dancing with the Stars is that guys like you can really dance. I mean, it's like almost. I'd say you're on a professional level.
Do
honestly.
you have a leg up in the competition?
You know
because
what?
of-
For me, I felt like I didn't, believe it or not, because I mean, yeah, I knew my left from my right, but I didn't know because
you
I did
danced in-
hip hop. I did hip hop stuff. I didn't do
Right.
technical stuff, and
Right.
this completely because it's like your body was for me was trained in a certain way as far as just hip hop where everything's all loose and flowy and crap. So this one was just like you have to hold your posture here and you have to tuck your ass in and all this other stuff, and it's just like
Right.
it was just the weirdest feeling, and it was really hard for me to actually try to overcome that and really fix everything. And it took a couple of weeks.
I honestly thought you were gonna. I thought you should have been the winner. I'll be honest with you. I watched
Did you
the show.
see the last show?
I didn't see the last one, but I saw every other one. I thought that Muhammad Ali's daughter, for whatever reason, they were giving her high marks where she didn't deserve them.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't bad. She was nowhere in the league of you and Ian Ziering and this other guy.
Apollo.
You thought
Apollo.
Ian was good, huh?
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, he was doing really good. I mean, he was working so hard. I mean, he really wanted to achieve what he needed.
I
to
felt
achieve.
they were, I don't know why they felt it necessary to give Layla Ali these high scores, but would you admit that she was not that great?
I think she did great for herself just because she's. I mean, not say just because she's a woman, but the
She's
whole
a
thing.
big girl.
Yeah, but the whole thing is her overcoming that whole thing. I mean, you see her as a boxer, you see her as.
But
to be
that's
able
not fair. They didn't give you that break. They expect you to dance.
Right.
Now, what about this Heather Mills? Was she a total cunt backstage?
No, she wasn't. I was. You know what? I was really impressed and surprised. She was nice as hell. She really was. She was absolutely really wasn't like a total bitch. No, nothing.
She came
So are
off
you
well.
on her
Yeah.
side now?
You know, not that I'm on her side, but just in general, it's like you start to see, not really see her side. I really go and ask her, her
Right,
freaking business or
right.
anything. But it was more or less, really down to earth. Just had normal conversations. Wasn't like people hounding her or beating her.
I guess-
Didn't you hear that she was being kind of bitchy?
I'd heard
Really?
some things.
No, she wasn't too bad.
Here's a woman that I resented before Dancing with the Stars
Right.
because Paul McCartney I love.
Right, of course.
And I also feel this guy is a loving kind of guy, just based on his track record with women and the whole
Right.
thing. And, I felt like she was really the demon. But I got to say, it was impressive to see her with one leg go out there and put it on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah,
right?
it was pretty weird. Just she'd be like doing a bunch of stuff, and then if we had to do another dance, she'd be like popping it off and putting another leg on and stuff.
Right.
It was just pretty amazing to watch her do those little back walkovers and stuff, and
Yeah, I was shocked.
and just watching her feet, and even like the heels would move at the same time, and it's like, okay, well, it's connected up here. How the hell are you doing that?
I don't know how she was doing.
Amazing.
Let me talk to you about the sexual chemistry, if you'll be honest about it.
Yeah, kid.
You're a married guy. I
Yep.
understand that. The chick that you were dancing with had an awesome body.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Facially, she was not as hot as the one Apollo had.
Julianne.
Yeah, this chick Apollo had is one of the hottest chicks I've ever seen. Young, I know, but
18.
fucking
yeah,
hot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
she's a looker.
Do you know if he was banging her?
I don't know.
Do you
I'd be
have a
totally, you know what? For me personally, to watch them, you watch the chemistry in the beginning. It wasn't quite right there yet.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, as it kept going, it looked like there was a little more care. I don't know if he was banging her or he might have got a little stinky pinky or something. I have no idea exactly what happened.
Let me tell you something. You talk about the show being gay, whatever.
Who talks about it like that?
Artie.
Oh.
But the fact of the matter is,
Well, it's all coming around, isn't it?
there are a lot
Here's the end of the shit pile.
There's a lot of hot chicks there.
Yeah.
And dancing, like my parents used to say, if you dance, you'll meet girls. And I was like, no, that's not
works.
cool. But it does work, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever pop a rod with that chick working?
No,
with her?
and you know what? That was the weirdest thing for me. Dancing with her, obviously, right when you meet this person, you're humping her.
Right.
And they basically tell you to give your dick basically to her because you have to push your butt forward. And that's why for me, when they kept doing the dancing, they kept saying, your ass is sticking out, your ass is sticking out. I said, well, I'm not going to try to violate this girl, you know?
You're practically raping her.
I mean, yeah, basically. You're really
want ratings?
Yeah, well, yeah. So, I mean, for me, it was just, it was kind of uncomfortable at first, but then, you start rubbing on it, it's all right, it's not bad.
Why had you gotten so heavy? Why had you gotten so out of shape?
You know what, the funny thing is I was about 235. You know, I mean, 5-6 years when you're not on the road.
Boy, we got a girl for you. Do you have her number for that?
But you look good. You look good now.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Are you going to try and stay in this kind of shape?
I'm going to try, yeah. Hopefully I don't eat my fat ass into oblivion, I don't do
it's
that,
hard.
hopefully.
There's a lot of good food out of there.
Oh,
yeah, I got to tell you, I was like, oh, Joey's kind of hot.
It's amazing how much freaking weight you lose.
Yeah.
It really,
how much
really
weight
is.
did you lose?
Yeah.
I started doing Nutrisystem actually first 2 weeks. And I dropped like 6 pounds out of the gate.
Right.
And then when I started doing the dancing, you're not really focused on the cardio, and you're doing all this shit trying to memorize everything. And I started I was a 36, 38 waist. I'm about a 33, 34 now.
Wow.
Has Dancing with the Stars been great for you? It had to be hard after NSYNC. Justin Timberlake was a cocksucker and fucking broke up the band, right? I mean, you had a good thing going.
Yeah.
You sold 20...
You gotta fuck it up, bastard.
Bastard. You sold...
He had to bring the sexy back.
You sold 22 million albums as NSYNC. Everybody was making a nice living.
Yeah.
What was it like the day Timberlake, I assume, comes to you and says, hey, Fatone, it's over?
It was pretty... What happened was, everybody honestly really wanted a break. We were working for 7 years straight, busting our asses, and finally we were just like, you know what, I think it's time let's take a break. Let's do what we got to do. Do your own things, because I mean, other
Big
people
mistake.
People had other opportunities,
Right.
So he was like, I want to do my own album, and honestly, we're like supporting him. Go ahead, do what you got to do.
Right.
And then that went off, and then he just took off doing that, and then JC did his own album. So then now it's like trying to bring everybody back together, because you get some people that me, I'm not. It's nice. I've been a family man right now. I haven't been doing anything, but this is nice. A good for us, Dance with the Stars, a good kick in the ass to get back out there and do more acting.
Did you make enough bread that you don't ever have to work again?
I'm pretty well off.
set.
Yeah, I'm not hurting.
But
Couldn't
right
you do NSYNC without Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, why do we need him?
I'm sure you can. I don't see why not, but it's for me, it's like almost not having another hand or an arm. I think for me, it's like you got that whole unit, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. But it was just.
But if
it
he
happens,
won't
it
come
happens.
back, you got to do something, right?
yeah.
You got to get another wheel.
But, he's a major guy.
Could we do the show without Howard?
Would you consider you guys? Do you consider you guys bros? I mean,
Yeah, no, we do. We do keep it.
Because you're in the trenches together, right? My guy
each other's
my
backs, right?
my guy doesn't think of me as a bro.
They
but-
wouldn't do anything for you.
no.
my father-
I've learned that today.
My father
I
used to say to me that you'll meet a lot of girls if you dance. That is actually if the guy you're fucking has a sister.
Well, something I noticed on the show is none of the guys on this series were gay. Everybody was straight.
Really?
Usually, I mean, you get some of the guys that are gay out there that are dancers and stuff. But this whole season, I thought they were.
Haven't they
were
said that your former NSYNCer, Lance Bass, who now is openly
Oh,
gay,
he's a homo, yeah.
Yeah, he's a definite homo. Hasn't he said that he wants to appear in Dancing with the Stars with a male partner?
I don't think he did, but that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
been
a lot
rumored.
of people would, as far as Middle America, probably wouldn't like that.
Yeah, well,
Prancing.
who's in the lead? It's hard to tell.
Can I? That would be great.
Who wears the dress?
What about the fact that when you were in NSYNC, 22 million albums, probably getting laid every other night, Justin Timberlake was very heavily involved with Britney Spears.
Right.
That was a lot of horseshit. They were
Did you know
banging.
she was crazy back then?
Yeah.
You know what? She wasn't crazy back then.
Oh.
She was, it was
crazy now.
I think she needs to get her head straight. I don't know what's going on with her. I haven't
Right.
seen her in a while, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look good right now. She needs to hopefully relax, take it easy.
Did you used to say to Timberlake, look, what are you doing with her? Why don't you go out and get laid?
No, after I didn't have to tell him.
Right.
I guess he did after the fact.
He did it anyway. And
Now he's having a good time.
yeah, big shot now. He doesn't call, doesn't talk to you.
No, I just talked to him actually. Probably like 2-3 weeks into when I was doing Dance with the Stars, because now he's in Europe right now on tour. But it's funny because everybody's come out. Obviously not him because he's on the road, but
Right.
Lance came out, JC came out, and Chris came out to the show. So, it's
So he
really
was
cool.
feeling guilty that he wasn't there to support you.
Schmuck.
Yeah, piece of shit. What about?
You know what I think? I think like the Temptations. The Temptations changed everybody. They just kept the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
money in
Temptations are Jewish now. Hey, did you know? Did you have an inkling or know flat out that Lance was gay before he came out?
I had an inkling, and actually I was one of the ones that knew. Yeah, and found out. Pretty much, I kind of walked in on him, to tell you the truth. Not like that.
No.
Not like walked in like, oh my God.
What was he doing? You walked in on him?
No, he was just sitting with a friend of his. Exactly. And it was like, hey, and he was like, oh, I'm like, listen, whatever. And then the funny thing was like, hey, surprise, and I'm like, you know what? I don't give a crap. I love you like a brother. I'm just like, your mother's gonna kill you.
Oh, so you called him a bro?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right, because he's gay.
Because he's gay. Now, you say you walked in, but you kind of had an inkling that the guy was gay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of suspected, but didn't
Sitting there
really
with a guy watching a Met game.
Oh, you and the Mets.
So how many years into NSYNC were you when the guy told you you were gay?
It was fairly. It was a few years. It was like maybe, I'd say about 5, 6.
Did he try to cover with girls and stuff like that? Did he?
He did a little bit.
Yeah.
He had a girlfriend. He had Daniel Fishel that was in the Boy Meets World show. He was dating her. I don't know what he was doing, but he was dating her.
Saving ourselves for marriage.
Right, right.
See, that's what aggravates
Holding
you.
hands.
When you see a guy saving himself for marriage, it's gay. That's it. There's no question.
That's what aggravates you about gay guys. Like, he probably fucked a lot of hot chicks and wasn't into it. You know.
Yeah.
Was there ever an official discussion to hide the fact that he was gay? In other words, did you guys all...
No, there wasn't.
No.
I mean, because it was just nobody really knew 100%. No one really was either too scared or too afraid to really ask. Hey, you pounded or whatever. Nobody really knew.
You're a little flimsy, Lance.
Let me ask you about some of your conquests. You banged China Doll, right?
No, I did not.
Good.
I did not.
Tell the truth. Really.
That's the truth.
If you
No.
did, I got to know.
I swear I didn't. No.
How did that rumor get started?
The stupidest thing, we did a movie called On the Line, and me and Lance, and there was a small little role that I wanted her to do, and I handed her the script at the Ivy, and I said hello, and I gave her a hug, and then all of a sudden people were taking pictures. Then next thing, I'm already inside her.
That'd be hard for you to bang, right?
Probably. Yeah,
that's a tough one.
Oh, you haven't seen her lately, no?
Nah, poor girl.
But you've banged
easier to fuck Lance.
You've banged a few porn stars. Right?
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
No.
But how come Kendra Jade was going around saying she banged?
Kendra Jade's nuts.
She's
out of her fucking mind.
It's not even true.
No, it's not. We are good friends. She's actually good friends with my brother as well.
Right.
Sweet. She is a really sweet girl.
She is a nice girl.
Nuts, but she's a sweet girl.
So you didn't? No. You didn't go there.
No.
Jessica James, you didn't bang her?
No, Stinky Pinky.
She's hot.
No Stinky Pinky on that one.
Jessica James is hot.
Yeah,
I love her.
She is pretty banging.
Yeah. But you're a married guy now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Been married for 2 years. Been dating. I was dating for like 13 years.
And a kid, right?
Yep, 6 years old.
6 years
my
old.
daughter Brianna.
Was that your daughter standing there?
Yeah,
the stars?
she was in the audience.
It was cute. She was like really into it.
Yeah, she lost her freaking mind when I didn't win. She was hysterical, crying. I felt so bad. All of a sudden, I was standing there and she was crying. I'm like, it's all right.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll live.
Daddy might be the fucking loser right now, but it's okay.
Right.
And then 2 seconds later, the confetti was there and she's throwing it up in the air. And she didn't even care about it after.
Did you really want to win, or you don't give a shit?
For me, I wanted to, but it was weird. Right when they said his name, I was actually excited and proud of him because this kid who's an athlete, never had some sort of expression or anything because they're stone cold faces, and for him to come out of his shell and be able to express through kind of dance, which I've done hip hop way,
right.
It was cool to see him win, and it didn't really bother me. It was really weird. I thought it was going to piss me off, but I was like. I wanted to win. Layla wanted to win. She was pissed.
Yeah, you know what? She didn't deserve to win. She wasn't that good. She wasn't that good a dancer, quite frankly. Muhammad Ali's daughter was not good. So when you got tapped to be in NSYNC and you had all this success, how old were you when you auditioned for that thing?
When I went into the group, I was about 17, 18 years
17.
old.
So you
really right out of high school.
And when you were making big money at 17, what do your parents do? Do they put it in a trust fund for you?
No, I was about 18 at the time, so I was legal. Right. So it was just funny because you don't grasp the concept of really how much money you have. And I was still living with my parents when I was about 20 because I was never home.
Uh-huh.
So finally I got home and I'm like, I want to buy a house. I can get the hell out of here.
That's right. You have money.
Yeah, it was nice. But then, you start buying stupid shit. And I made a Star Wars theater, which I put more money that was worth more than the freaking house.
Star Wars theater. What the hell was that?
I built like this whole fiber optic ceiling, the Death Stars, where there was a projector. I had the screen rolling down. It was stupid, but it was great. I loved it.
You know what?
Would that
Stand
run
up
you?
and turn around so he can kick you in the air.
Yeah, it ran way more than the house. It was almost about $500,000.
Wow.
I felt like such a schmuck.
One room.
Because everything was completely made fit for that room.
And I bet the person who bought the house took that room and ripped it apart.
I took that shit right out.
Yeah.
I kept everything, and it was like pieces of a puzzle, and I have it in storage right now.
Cars.
Oh yeah.
And you make a lot of dumb decisions when you have that much money as a
And
kid.
you're that young too.
Oh yeah. Now I have my wife thinks it's a dumb decision, but I'm a geek. I have the Knight Rider kit car.
You bought that?
I have one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I fixed
crazy.
the whole
How much
thing.
did you pay for that?
I will never understand that.
It was at an auction. It wasn't that much. Really wasn't that much money.
They just sold another one.
Yeah, that one was like the original. This one was like made for like wide shots and that kind of stuff. So it wasn't like the huge because
What'd
I
you pay
redid the
for
whole
that?
thing. It was probably about 30, but I put a lot more into
Do you drive around in it, or
Yeah, like a big fucking geek. I love it.
do people recognize that it's the kit car?
Sometimes they do. I don't turn the light on or anything in the front. That gets way too out of hand. But they're like, "That's cool." You know, at night,
Must be
'cause the
cool
whole
when it
thing
talks
lights
to you
up.
and stuff. That's nice.
I get it to say dirty stuff. It's great.
Yeah. Well, listen, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, the fact of the matter is,
I won. People watch the show.
Won. I saw.
Hopefully
that.
And
that's
you
going to help me.
lasted the entire time.
Yeah.
You know, you were never put off the show.
No, I was
I gotta tell you.
when I was in the set, the bottom two, I was pissed.
I would watch you. I go, man, this fucking guy's so relaxed dancing. He's smiling. He's having a good. I go,
I have fun.
I go, this guy knows how to dance.
Yeah, there were some people you could see their lips move. They're counting 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you know what? You got it. Like even the first show, I was nervous as hell. You know, I haven't danced or anything, but the whole thing is to do those styles. I've never done anything like that
Right.
before.
Hey, come clean about one thing. I remember I read this.
Oh, what now?
The guy who was on Cheers, who was on John, what's his name?
Ratzenberg.
Heard he was a fucking asshole backstage.
He wasn't bad. Not to, I mean, unless he was bad to other
Did
people.
you read
but
that shit in the tabloids? That he was being,
no, I didn't read anything.
They said he was being a real peckerhead.
Really?
Yeah, but you said
everybody.
he's okay.
You know, they did a great job casting everyone because I didn't see it. He was great. He sat there, did what he had to do, and it was funny because you think, okay, he's not going to really enjoy this, but I think he was enjoying it. Everybody else did. Everybody had a good time.
Did you ever see Vinny Pastor at all?
No,
He
I
never
was so
made it.
no.
Yeah.
He had one rehearsal and said, I ain't doing
He
it.
said he had enough.
Artie, why aren't you doing it? You should do the show.
I heard you.
I would love to.
I heard you were on The View yesterday. And that was the. Did you know that Rosie O'Donnell and Elizabeth had a meltdown?
I heard
man,
a little
they
bit
went-
of the meltdown.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
Worse than me and Arnie?
they went off.
Yeah, they went off on each other.
Yeah.
Was it uncomfortable coming on the show after Elizabeth and Rosie? They
Yeah.
There's something about Joe. He came in after me and you.
What is it? Joey comes into a studio, people start fighting.
You know,
Joey
Howard, I'm
aggravates
sorry
people.
I'm not more famous. We could have made the paper.
Right. Elisa Silverstone actually went in. She was like right after that,
Yeah.
and she was just like, it was just the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
good.
it
We
got
had
really
a dance.
personal.
Yeah, we danced
Really?
for 2
What did
seconds
they
to talk.
say?
I'll play it.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. They were just going back and forth.
Can I ask you
Were
something?
you, yeah, but were you backstage during that?
Yeah, we were
And you
sitting in a
watching
little
it?
green room. We were just going, oh shit, and they kept going, and then they had the little split screen and everything, and you're like, oh my god.
And-
I just was just like, I'm not. Hopefully they don't ask or say anything. And they were standing, and then they had to interview us, both of them. They were standing right there, and it was just like, there's a lot of heat coming off.
Wow.
Of them. They
Yeah,
were fired
I
up.
get the feeling that Rosie really hates Elizabeth big time.
Yeah, she tries as hard as she can to stuff it down like Artie, but she doesn't do a good job.
Us fat guys and girls.
You're not fat.
Me being the girl.
Do you have a? Do you feel you were underpaid for Dancing with the Stars? Now, honestly,
How much do you get paid?
Not. You don't get paid that
it's about
much, really.
$125,000.
I don't even. Honestly, I don't even because you stay, you get paid like long or whatever. But the thing is for me, it was like. I was like felt like I was almost like on The Biggest Loser because I lost freaking weight and didn't have to
but
pay
wait a
anybody to
second.
train
Right,
me.
You're on the
You know what I
biggest.
mean?
You're on a huge show. The fact of the matter is, they make a lot of advertising dollars on that show. Maybe
It didn't bother me.
It didn't.
It really didn't because I mean it was great exposure for me. You know, you get 20-something million people watching you, and for me not being in the eye of the public for a while, and it's a good kick in the ass to get out there and start up again. That's what was nice for me, and it was kind of. They asked me every season to do it. I got asked from the very beginning.
But do you
and
think...
I turned it down.
Why did you turn it down?
I knew it was going to be big. I just didn't feel it was my time to do it yet.
Right.
And they asked me literally every season, hey, you want to come? I'm like, nah. And plus I was home. Then there was other things I was doing the next season that came out. And then the third season I was like, let's play around with the idea. And then literally they got Will Afford to do it. And I was going to have a meeting with them. And then the fourth season I was like, you know, what the hell?
All right.
But let me ask you something. Do they pay different things to different people depending on
I think it's
their
straight.
name
No,
recognition?
it's,
I think
really?
it's
straight.
all the same.
Favorite nation.
Yeah,
You were going to
favorite
say
nation.
something, Artie.
No, I was just curious. I mean, I don't know what the rules are, Dancing with the Stars, but weren't you considered a professional dancer within Sync? Or
That's what
not?
everybody said, but you know what? I don't consider myself a professional dancer because it's if you try to do like if someone gave you a hip hop class and did that, and then they said, "Oh, let's do ballroom."
It's way different.
Oh man!
Yeah, but knowing if
I've never busted my ass like this.
But
Never.
it's way easier to assume that you being you have some rhythm, as opposed to.
So
and
does
right out of the
freaking
box, you look like you'd be able to do this. Some of those people couldn't, tell their right from their
Well,
left.
that's what
This dude was flying through the air. You can't see what the hell was going on. Would
I
you
think that's
go
what they
ahead?
do, though. They get people that got rhythm, people that you never even seen them in that light at all.
Joey
Dance.
Woodgie's on the phone. He's a big fan of yours. Go ahead, Woodgie.
Big fan.
Yes.
Big
Thank you.
fan.
How's it going?
Your finger in my ass and make a shit swirl on my face.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. What are you saying, Would Ye?
That's for Lance, not for me.
Would Ye, what do you want to say quickly?
Can I suck your cock?
Oh, you got the wrong end sinker.
You got the wrong
Wrong
guy.
end sinker, but wait in line, buddy. Thank you.
I could lick a man's balls with his dick in my mouth.
All right. You're getting a little out of line,
You're
and I'm not going to allow
crazy.
that. Listen, I want to thank you for coming in.
No problem. My pleasure.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You're going to go out on tour with the Dancing with the Stars tour starting June 20th. And what is that? A bunch of people sit around and watch you dance?
Yeah. They kind of set it up like the show, and then we do a couple of numbers that we did on the show, and then we have like these whole group numbers. I guess I haven't been in rehearsals yet. So
Let me ask you something, and this might be embarrassing for you to admit. When you're dancing with this chick every day, and that girl had a nice body you're dancing with, you never whacked one out when you went home thinking about her?
I didn't.
I know you're lying.
No, I swear. I go on the computer. The
whack
P
off
button
that.
and the T is stuck a little bit, but I don't look at it.
That's where you whack off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Computer, DVDs, Vivid, all that shit. And, yeah.
Oh, not attracted to this girl.
No, it's funny because she's more like a sister, and I know it sounds stupid and kind of cheesy and all that shit, but you start to get a bond, and we were the same age, which is good. Usually, you pair people with like different, they're
Right.
30, one's 54 or whatever. But for me, it was like we were the same age, got a lot of common. We just
Do you think your wife got jealous?
No, she's been with me for years.
Yeah, but like, oh man, you're there with her every day.
She knows. No,
you could have just stuck it in. What
But
the
does she want you to dance with her like that now?
No, she always tells me get away from me. I've been married. I've been with her for 13 years. She's, she don't want me to freaking get the fuck out. She don't want to dance with me.
Do you think you could have banged your partner on Dancing with the Stars if you
I
wanted?
could have got a stinky pinky.
You think so?
A little rusty thumbnail.
She wanted it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's good. You should have won the contest. I thought you were terrific.
Thanks,
you really
Howard.
did a great job. This is Joey Fatone, Dancing with the Stars tour starting June 20th. If you want tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com. He's a good guy. And
That's right.
Heck of a dancer.
That's right.
What kind of venues you playing with that tour? Like
Arenas.
Really?
Arenas. Yeah, they pack them in.
But
Last year.
do you make money on that? At
Yeah,
least?
you make money on
yeah,
it.
You do.
I'm sure you get paid there. Yeah.
This, and that's my side. I know the touring business, so.
Right. What do you think you can clear on that?
I don't know. Depending. I mean, it's only a month, so it's not. It's not like you're.
Let's get real specific.
Well, they make $2 an hour on $2.
That ain't bad money.
Listen, I'm impressed if anybody, the name of your group, In Sync, those fucking dance moves you got to do together. How the fuck long does that take to learn?
It took a while. It took a while. It took a little, but you know what? It definitely all paid off.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen never could do those dance moves.
That's right. Well, he could write songs anyway.
Hey, by the way, I got to say something.
Hey, as long as I was fucking back there going bye
You know
bye
what,
bye.
Paisan? Salud. He's a
what?
rich man. I love him.
And Joey, again, go see him.
Thank you.
Ticketmaster.com for touring with Dancing with the Stars. And thanks for being here. We're going to
Thank
take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Joey, are you surprised that Howard knows so much about
Well, I've been hearing he's a huge fan of it. He follows with it all the time, so that's kind of cool. It's very flattering. When you get somebody that actually knows what they're talking about. They've seen it. They say he knew I was in the bottom two and all that stuff. Usually, people are like, "So what'd you do?" So he knew. It's good.
How you doing, Big Shot?
How are you?
The Grammy-nominated Lisa Lampanelli is here.
I can say I knew you back when.
When I was the big hairy cunt who didn't hardly get paid. I know, and had to suck a dick for stage time. Now that I'm fabulous and have good tits and a tight box, it's really working out. That's what I'm going to call my next album, and that'll really be Grammy nominated. I'll totally win it. Big tits, tight box. LL, motherfucker.
Deal with it.
Hey, thank you for the ending. Thank you very much. You're not just cute, smart too.
Oh, thank you.
Genius.
You've got me vexed right now.
Oh, I love that.
Wow.
I don't even know what that means, but it's hot.
Neither do I.
I did an X in it. How bad could it be?
Exactly.
So what's up?
Nothing. So you're making the big push here today.
Yes, I am. I'm announcing my big Grammy nomination, and I'm also announcing my Carnegie Hall date. I got booked at Carnegie Hall in May.
Look at you.
I know, and I still got the chinchilla coat, even though I got hate letters from some HowardStern.com viewers last time. They can fuck themselves because dykes don't like me wearing fur. Well, too bad. Lick it, bitches. Enjoy. Don't you hate it? The people who hate fur, all these people who can't afford it.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're poor. I'm not.
If they could shell out some cash, maybe they'd just
If they were fabulously wealthy nominees like me, if I could talk, it's fucking 4:30 in the morning. What do you want from me? I'm on West Coast time, bitch.
Lisa Lampanelli's here. She's excited. She's up for a Grammy. She really wants to win bad. She doesn't think she's going to win, though. Because she's right. Most of the people who vote for the Grammys don't even listen to the records, especially the comedy category.
She's a glamour girl.
She's a glamour girl now. That's dangerous. You could fall into that category where you get too good looking and you won't be funny.
That never will happen, because if I stop making money, I'll get fat and ugly again and grow a mustache. I give a fuck less. I like money. Big celebrity.
Money is more important to you than looks.
Absolutely, because once you have money, the more dick you could get. I think we've established that over the past year.
Yeah,
I believe so.
That's what it's all about.
Sure is.
Tell me, I'm excited for you. You're going to what, Artie, I don't know why your mic never goes on, but
Hello,
Lisa, testing 1 2. Lisa, you're excited because you're up for a Grammy.
I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it.
I think when was this announced?
This was announced, dude, I know, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I'm laying at the pool at Canyon Ranch Health Spa. As you know, I'm very wealthy. I own a place there.
Right. Do you own a place at the spa?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
You mean at Canyon Ranch you own a place?
A house on the spa property.
Room.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is
My own room. It's a house, you whore.
What's a thing like that cost?
You know what? It was $1.25 million, which to me is very good, but it's it's 2-bedroom. But how much room do I need?
Is that in Arizona?
Yeah, Tucson.
And you fly out there. That's where you rest and relax. Do you have friends out there?
I'm starting to make friends. I have 3 guys out there who I don't bang yet, because remember, I ain't banging for a while, except my security guards. So I've got So I just date them, and I have dates, and we go out to dinner, and I work out at the spa, and I do the spiritual coaching. Because as you know, I'm very spiritual, Robin.
So you're healthy and you're happy.
Yeah, I can't believe it, dude. It's like the worst year of my life, but the best now, you know?
Why was it the worst? Guards? What was the worst year and best year?
Well, bad breakup, and then you go through it, and then you come out the other side and you say, hey, my tits look good.
I'm still Lisa Lampanelli.
I'm Lisa motherfucking Grammy nominee Lampanelli, son.
Oh, no, she bangs her security guard.
Well, no, I have several on the road. I had one this weekend in New Orleans. That was pretty hot. What was funny is he got a leg cramp, like right during sex. And he goes, do you have a banana? And I mean, when a big, huge black guy asks you for banana, that almost begs for the jokes. You know what I mean?
But you were saying you were able to get white guys now.
Yeah, but you know what? There's something about the chocolate love. I still like it, man.
Right. You
Been
can't
enough to get it
back.
You know I can't. I keep getting sucked back in by that chocolate.
And the guys told me you won't tell me a name, but you banged a celebrity football player.
Oh my God! I wouldn't say a celebrity. He's not a starter, but he's not in the practice squad either. So I think that's pretty good.
He's on an NFL team?
He's on a very big NFL team, the Chicago Bears. Yes, I did.
Bears.
Oh, so it's one of the
Isn't
Bears.
that cool? I actually banged my first pro athlete, I was going to settle for a bowler. I actually got like a football
player. Is this a married man or a single man?
No. I won't go there. Hey. I'm a very moral person.
And it's a black guy.
Of course.
So you're fucking Kevin Hester.
No. It's I don't even know who that is, but I will tell you this. This guy tracked me down through the website, invites me to a game. I'm acting interested in this fucking game. I just want to bang the guy. Right. So he's like, when are you going to be in the area? I'll get you tickets. And I'm like, what area? And he goes, we're in Philly. So I was here for the Pat Cooper roast. I said, I'll be in Philly all weekend visiting friends. You think I have fucking friends in Philly? I wouldn't even give a shit. You know, he's in the NFL. I'm like, even if he stands me up, it's a good story. I don't give a shit.
You didn't want to seem like a loser, so you say, I have friends in Philly.
Exactly. I go, I'm staying the whole weekend. When are you available? And like NFL guys only have like a 3-hour break.
Right.
So I had to pick him up at the hotel at like 7, go to a different hotel that he paid for a change and not just by the hour. Isn't that rich? And then like a Courtyard by Marriott was really classy.
Wait a second. Let me understand something.
Okay. It was so hot.
The guy tracks you down on your website.
Yes, he goes, I'm very attracted to you. I think you're a very nice person.
He's
you're very
seen
funny.
You do your comedy.
Yeah, but he's very young. So I knew it couldn't be a relationship.
How young?
I can't say the exact age because you'll figure out who it is because some asshole will look it up on the website.
Right.
In his 20s,
wow.
Which is weird because I'm 46, and in 20 years we'd look like driving Miss Daisy. So this is not going to work out. This is a young colored guy. This is no good.
Right. So he's seen your act. He knows how funny you are. Yeah. He's attracted to your persona. He likes the way you look.
And he goes, I like older white bitches. They my thing.
Oh.
Why
couldn't you bet? What a romantic guy.
Yeah.
Older
Somebody
white
lays
bitches.
that line on you, you melt.
You sure do. And when they leave their socks on too. Oh,
was he a hardcore black guy? Like
very nice. No, very nice Southern gentleman black guy, but with the nice beautiful.
Well, from Lisa's impression, I can narrow it down.
Look at her. It was Amos and Andy she dated. So wait a second. You
I drive down to Philly.
Why do you have to go to a different hotel room than the one he's in?
Because they're not allowed. Security is on the floor of every NFL team.
Okay.
And if you get a fine, if you bang some chick in your room.
So you can't even bring girls upstairs. It's like being in college.
You could get a fine, but since he's a rookie, he can't be affording no fines.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you're giving away he's a rookie.
I don't mean rookie. I don't mean rookie. He's a new kind of guy. He's not like he's a billionaire yet, but he had a very nice blinged out watch, which was real diamonds.
And he paid for the hotel.
Exactly. And you know what?
So he takes you to a hotel. In other words, there's no discussion like, let's go to dinner.
Absolutely not.
Do you say to him, look, you don't
I
have
said,
to
let's go, bitch. I swear to God, I don't care, Howard. If I'm dating a guy, I don't put out no more because that's a nice thing. You work up to it.
You said to the guy, look, I'm not going to play games with you.
I didn't even have to say it. He gets in the car. Robin, there is nothing hotter when you pull up to a hotel where a pro team is playing and all the tour buses are there and all the security and there's fans mobbing them all for autographs and stuff. Right. And the guy runs out to your Toyota Camry. It is so hot.
And so when you get to the hotel.
I texted him from the McDonald's.
You get to the hotel. What do you mean you texted him?
Text messages from the McDonald's.
Yeah,
I said,
I'm coming.
Run out the side door, Negro. Okay.
Negro.
I'll meet you at the side.
Right.
Oh, it's so hot.
So wait a second. So you use subterfuge. He gets out of the hotel.
Yes, I did.
And you go to a separate hotel. He takes you to the room.
Well, what happened was he gets in the car, and he's shy. He's cute. He's like, a Southern guy. Right. So he's like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. You're so funny. And, oh, you look really nice. Because I did my shit up like it was natural and everything. And it was, this and that. And I go, well, I said, let's be honest. I said, I ain't never had no NFL player before. I think we got to do this thing. I said, it's a good story at the very least, right? And he goes, you won't be disappointed. And I'm like, okay. So we go and we go to this courtyard by Marriott and he gets the room. It was really hot. He ran in and came back with a key. Yeah. And then went in the side door and
No kidding.
Yeah.
You stripped down nude in front of him?
No, they do that. They take your clothes off and shit. This is hot, thank
Real
God.
Black man or light-skinned black man?
He's a rather mocha. I would say not iced tea light, not decaf, but he was more of a mocha latte. Oh. Yeah.
And he bangs you immediately.
Well, yeah, what was weird was, here's the thing. He was the black guy with the tattoos, I love that, which they couldn't see what they said because they should be in whiteout because they can't really show up.
Right.
But, so, I'm like, oh my God. See, my trainer at Canyon Ranch goes, dude, I'm supposed to be celibate. I'm not supposed to be banging. He goes, listen. You'll never see a body like an NFL player. You have to fuck that guy. So it's under strict orders from my trainer at Canyon Ranch to bang this guy.
So how many times do you bang the guy before he leaves for, you only had 3 hours?
Exactly. Just once. And then we chatted a bit.
Does he hold out a long time or does he explode immediately?
It's a good session.
No, I'm not that good. Trust me. I stink. So I was like, whatever.
You blew him, you did everything.
No, I didn't do none of that.
Nothing.
No.
Just straight.
What am I going to get out of that? I can't stand it no more.
Straight fucking, huh?
Yeah, but, not straight. Here's the problem, Howard. I hope he doesn't know I'm talking about him today. Dude, okay. You know how regular penises, I think, are supposed to curve like this, nice up?
Right.
His shit, I'm not lying. I've seen a slight curve. I've seen a little. This was like a fucking palm tree with 2 coconuts underneath it. I was like, what's going on with that dick? But I didn't say anything because I said, well, maybe that's.
You mean it bent all the way up?
All the way. Oh my God, over. So there's no way it could feel good. You try it from every position, they break your spleen. Then they rupture your pancreas. Then your coccyx is pulled out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this? It was a dreaded inverted Cheeto dick syndrome, and I really don't feel it's appropriate.
Was it painful?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was painful after. But then he texted me and said he had fun, so I was like, can't wait to do it again.
You will do it again with him?
Nah, probably not after
because of his dick.
He hates me now.
But the bent dick thing is just a turn off.
It's kind of creepy. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I just pipe him or something. I don't know.
That's a shame. I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
But he must get laid a lot, dude. I mean, he's an NFL guy. He's really super hot.
That's probably why it's bent.
Yeah.
He probably broke it from all the action.
You're probably right.
So how long does this session last?
Very brief. I would say maybe 45 minutes. That's pretty good.
Brief.
That's good. Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
I mean, he banged you for a solid 45 minutes.
These boys relax. They can go. And then
I couldn't last 5 minutes. 45
you could with
minutes.
me. Let me tell you right now. And you know
You
what?
think I'd last with you?
Howard, the best thing was, because I had said to him, it was going to be my first NFL player. While they're banging it, I bet every pro athlete does this. He goes like this, is this your first NFL dick? Is it?
Oh, no.
And I'm
Dirty
like, is this your first comedian Grammy-nominated pussy?
Oh, you two are charming together. What a couple.
Oh, my goodness.
I would say the romance was flying that night.
I wish you would have recorded it.
After he finishes, how much time? After he
I wanted to
finishes,
tape it.
After he finishes, how much time do you actually spend together? Like
No,
2
it was
minutes?
like fun because I knew he had the deadline. They had the
Right.
team meeting at 10.
Right.
So we had a split. I had to drive him back.
Right.
And he was like, oh, we have to do this again. What's your schedule? Because
Right.
I'm always figuring I'm not good enough to really squeeze into your schedule. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll let you know. And then we kind of text back a few weeks. But it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, not weird. Like, but I'm like, what do we really have in common? What do we have to say to each other?
Right.
Right.
But I'm going to Chicago in January. So maybe, hey, who knows?
Yeah, well, we
Love
go to
me
the
Keep
in
your
game.
here.
options open.
Oh, that's the thing, too. He goes, oh, I almost forgot. Here are your tickets for the game tomorrow.
Oh.
And I know that I'm not really in Philly, that I lied and I said I was going to be there. I'm
Right,
driving back to
right.
Connecticut to see my family,
Right.
which is weird to face them after, you fucking an NFL guy in a hotel room, but
Right.
whatever, we'll see past that. So I took the tickets. I still have them at my house. But the thing is that it was a big win for them that next day. And he goes, how'd you like the game? And I go, oh, it was good. How'd you like the big win? Oh, that was a great save.
Yeah,
Someone
well,
on your
maybe-
team made at some point.
Maybe your vagina helped him to play.
You know what? I feel it did.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Did he
You know,
get
the
any?
whole
Did he get
team
any?
should keep you around.
Did he get on the field at all, or is
No,
he
of course not.
He's a real scrub.
injured. He has an ankle.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you keep on. We'll get the name.
Oh my God! Well, you know what's funny, man? He's a good kid, and I never wanted to say his name, of course,
Right.
because he probably has a girlfriend because he's black,
Right.
and that's what they do.
All right,
So
I
you
didn't
never
know that.
Robin.
But, all right. Well, listen. Now you're nominated for a Grammy.
I can't
this
believe
is very
this.
exciting.
You'll
I
be
know.
calling now.
Oh,
You'll be
you know,
calling
you would
again.
think.
Now, I remember when Sam Kinison was up for his Grammy. I went to the Grammys with him.
Right.
And he was really nervous. He wanted it bad. He really wanted
Really?
the Grammy. He felt that he deserved this kind of accolade.
Right.
And it would have given him some credibility. And he had everything, the speech prepared, the whole deal.
Oh, boy.
And if I remember correctly, he lost to, this was insane, PDQ Bach.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Which is a musical group that is not funny, nor are they good musicians.
Right.
So it's like insane. And Sam was out of his mind over it.
Really?
And his theory, and I know you have the same theory, is that the people who vote for the Grammys, particularly in the comedy category, probably never even hear the album. They go with the biggest names that they can find.
Exactly, because the names on this list is pretty good.
Who are you up
is,
against?
what is the other?
It's pretty good,
list?
Who are you
actually.
up
I
against?
wouldn't mind losing to any of them except one.
Okay.
George Lopez, very
Oh.
good.
He's a good guy.
Funny spick.
Funny guy.
We've got this Stephen Wright, funny
Oh,
Jew.
Been around
okay.
a long time.
That's the thing. I think he's going to take it because it's the Jew sympathy.
Longevity,
You've been around a
yeah.
while. You're going to die. You are mad about you. Whatever.
Right. That's
Harry
right.
Shearer.
Oh, another
which
good
I
guy.
love
Yeah.
him, and I'm a huge fan. But those fucking Flight of the Conchords. Let me tell you
What is
something.
Fly to the
Oh,
Concord?
those
These
two
two
guys.
freaks from Australia who had a show on HBO on Sunday night,
Yeah.
and they're hip and cool, and there's nothing I like less than hip and cool.
Right.
So if I lose to those, I'd rather see Dirty Spick Lopez win. I got to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I can't.
You don't
take
get
this.
any problems with all the language you use about black people
What am I gonna
and
do?
Spanish people?
These blacks, they enjoy me. The chinks love.
Everyone enjoys it.
Everybody loves Lisa Lampanelli. You know what's funny? I'm doing this animated pilot for Comedy Central,
Yeah.
and the best line out of it, because the Asians are very uptight, you know.
Right.
The guy said, I say to the driver, make like the father of a Chinese daughter and step on it.
Wow. And they're allowing
I'll
that?
tell you, sure. This is why comedy, well, it's a pilot, too.
I see.
You know what I mean? So maybe it'll never make the air.
That's right.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal. Now, who votes on the Grammys? Who are the people who
I'm
vote?
assuming it's just like the Academy of whatever recording engine.
You have no idea who's voting.
Is there any way you can
or how
lobby?
to get to them.
Is there any way you can lobby them,
I
get them
can't
to
be
listen to
bothered
your
with
record?
it. You know what?
Right.
The thing is, Gary was telling me in the back because he's very knowledgeable. He knows everything. He said that Warner Brothers, which is my record label, will all vote for Warner Brothers Records.
Right.
So they'll all vote for us. Even though they never heard of me, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Right.
But I mean, I'm the only chick. You'd think that they'd go throw the cunt a fucking bone.
Right.
She's 46. She ain't getting any younger.
Right.
Let's move it or
It's
lose
time
it.
to give
If
her
I
a-
said I'd cancer, I would get that goddamn award because
Well,
the
say
minute
it
you
then.
have the cancer,
Well,
especially
say it
tit
then.
cancer these days, you're
I mean,
a freaking celebrity.
How did the Gene Simmons roast go?
Oh my God, dude!
You were on that dais. I
It
mean,
was the best.
Did
it
you
was,
roast Gene Simmons? Why did you roast?
I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm at Canyon Ranch, And Shannon Tweed rescued me from a desperately lonely dinner one night.
Shannon Tweed is the wife of Gene.
the
Conjugal-
concubine.
Yes.
Right. She's at Canyon Ranch.
Yes, they go there on vacation all
With
the
Gene.
time. Gene hardly ever shows up because he always says he'll go, she told me, but then he says he has an opportunity to make money, and he's a Jew, she says. She says this.
Right.
He's a dirty Jew who's looking for money. I said, I totally agree.
Right.
But she goes with the son, who's hot, but 18 and miserable there because it's all old cunts working on themselves.
Right.
So it's her and the sister. Tracy goes, her sister, and the 2 daughters, and this poor Nick who sleeps all day and could give a fuck less.
Right.
So they go, and Shannon rescues me one night when I'm sitting there reading by myself, and she goes, oh my God, is that my husband's favorite comic? I'm like, yes. So we're talking about Flavor Flav roast, and I go, we should roast Gene Simmons. I said, because he's a good sport. He could take a joke, and he
Right.
loves being talked about. This guy loves publicity.
Please, any
Oh,
attention.
God
Any
almighty.
attention, yeah.
So she says, that's a good idea. We thought of it,
Right.
and we're going to have Carrot Top to it. And I said, oh my God. I said, you know what? I got to rescue this Gene Simmons from Carrot Top. I mean,
Right.
this is a fate awful. What's he going to do? You know?
He doesn't really roast.
Pull
right.
out his cunt. It's horrible. It's fucking disgusting. So we
You
end
don't
up,
like Carrot Top?
as a friend, yes, but
That's not
he
your
ain't a
type.
roaster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He has these props. He pulls them out. He gave me a big black penis as a prop. I said, that's a dildo. Put it in my suitcase. What a fucking jerk off. So anyway, these fucking people.
Right.
Nobody does roast right no more.
Right.
So we go to do the roast. They call me, and this fucking Jew, Simmons, goes, okay, it's not paid. How the fuck do I get talked into a non-paid roast on a week off? And he goes, my manager had a fit. She goes, you're not doing it. And I go, listen, you fucking whore, I'm doing it
Right.
because they said Donald Trump was going to be there, who I love, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, and Cher, to meet Cher. I'm a big fag hag. I would love
Right,
that.
right.
Well, by the end of the freaking month, it ends up none of them are showing up. We got Puck, Downtown Julie Brown, and Corey Feldman.
No.
This is a budget. See Thomas Howell, okay?
Oh, my God. This must have been the worst roast ever.
You know what was funny? It was he was there. I did a joke about them. I said, he's out of the business so long he had to change his name to Nobody Sees Thomas Howell. But the roast itself, I never thought I'd say, hey, I owe Comedy Central a big apology. This A&E is the most disorganized cocksuckers. Because what it is it's not going to be on that Family Jewels he
Right.
does.
Right,
or
right.
as we call it in the industry, the Osbournes without the talented father.
Right.
So we're going to do the roast. It's free. My manager goes, you're not doing it. I said, hey, let them fly. They end up flying me in, which is nice.
Right.
They end up giving me the nice hotel. Boom. So we do it.
Right.
This roast started an hour and a half late. You're sitting there sweating to death because it's a rock club, which is the worst audience
Terrible.
for any type of
Right.
comedy.
Yeah.
The Key Club, it's like this hip, cool metal. And like Scott Ian from Anthrax is there, the guy from Quiet Riot with the dead lead singer, all this shit.
wow.
Oh my God. And then the loser Deus comes in, and then it's like fat Ralphie May, that fat guy who looks like he swallowed the Wu-Tang Clan, a 400-pound wigger. What is that all about? And, it was horrible. So Dirty Jew Jeff Ross is the host, who I
Right.
love. He was really funny. And then it just kept getting downhill and downhill. And poor Gene, this is him. He comes in with those big kiss boots.
Up to his thighs.
Up to his thighs.
Hi,
but
900
they're
years old.
They're so tall.
Right.
He goes, 5 women walked him down the stairs, and it
course.
was not because it was like hot. It was because he
He
couldn't keep
needed
it
help, yes.
You mean these women couldn't keep their hands off
Oh
him?
yeah, and they were acting like all
Right.
sexy with him, and
Right.
he's like, "Oh my God," So he's
Yeah.
walking down the big, they had those light up eyes, the demons on the feet, and everything. So he's coming down. He gets on stage and he goes to do a tongue move where he like goes to lean over. He falls.
He fell down right
He
there.
fell over, and they had to retake the whole thing. It was like the funniest thing ever.
That's what they should leave in. What are they, crazy?
Reality.
How
So
do you
we're
not
sitting
leave
there,
that in?
and the people who are roasting him are like his wife, some comics, of course, Paul Rodriguez. They added a spick. They add uppity Paul Mooney at the last minute, so I got to worry about saying the N-word. This one is all uptight.
Yeah.
Then this Danny Bonaducci comes in, who's insane, as
Right.
you know, and he was actually well behaved compared to Steve-O. I know Craig Gass told you Steve-O was literally urinated 3 times on that day. He was
That's
that
terrible.
nutty.
That's
No, it was
terrible.
really out of control. And Danny got him kicked out. That's so funny.
Well,
It's
he
bad
peed.
when Danny gets people kicked out for bad
Danny
behavior.
was mad because Steve-O peed
Almost
right
right
behind
near
Danny,
on
him,
almost
yeah.
on Danny's head.
Oh, I know. It was disgusting. And you know what? I'm all for dirty white boys. I think it's really hot. He's kind of edgy and stuff. Like, ooh, I want to talk to him and say hi and stuff. Ugh. Once you
Too
whip out
much.
your dick, it's disgusting.
It's not cool.
And it wasn't even a good dick either.
Really?
That's what's wrong with these people. Leave it in your pants if it's not nice.
Now, Steve-O pissed in a cup or
He
something?
peed first, just in general, I think. Then he peed in a Poland Spring water bottle. And then he peed in a cup. So I was like, somebody's going to pick up that drink, like Craig Gass or somebody, and drink that shit. Oh, my God. Okay, so it's the longest roast in history.
So you probably couldn't even drink because you're afraid you don't know which cup it is.
Yeah, I was like, I am
next.
sticking with whatever I got here. Forget it. So I'm like, oh, my God. So the roast is going on and on. It didn't even suck that bad, though. Like, a lot of the guys did good, but okay. They made all jokes about me, of course, because by the end, they're all chanting Lisa, because they want me to get everybody back. So I end up doing really good. I have fun. Then this, it's all for supposedly, it is for charity. He did it for the Wounded Warriors. Well, he brings out these military guys, and they give him the flag from whatever country we're fighting in, and it was sweet, you know. And he starts getting teared up. I thought that was kind of cute.
It's supposed to be a roast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, it was worth doing because these fucking guys with the hand blown off. This is nice.
Right.
Wrote it
You
all
did
off
good
for
work.
charity. I
Right.
felt I was a gentleman about that.
Right.
I
You
did.
are a
But
gentleman.
the jokes about this, do you want to hear some of my jokes from
Yeah,
Gene
what did you
Simmons?
say about
Oh my
Gene?
God. Okay, Gene Simmons really got it really good that night. First of all, I said, oh yeah, these are good jokes. Okay, first of all, I said we're here to roast a guy who's such an annoying Jew. If he was born during World War II, Schindler would have said, "List what list?" Said, dude, age hasn't really been good to you. Your face is more roughed up than the students at Oprah School in Africa.
He is rough.
He's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
And that hair, I've seen better rugs in the back of rapist vans. I haven't seen hair that nappy since the Rutgers women's basketball team. And how did you come up with that hairstyle, genius? Did you catch Planet of the Apes on cable and go, that's a look? And Gene, stop with the facelifts. When it comes to plastic surgery, compared to you, Kanye's mom turned out better.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. Come on, that's a good joke.
That's a good
Shut up.
joke, yeah. Wow.
And then what did I say else about him? Oh, yeah, I go, Danny Bonaducci. Oh, my God, I got him pretty good. I go, Danny Bonaducci, sir, what a rageful, angry mess. I go, you beat up Donny Osmond and Greg Brady. Wow, you've beaten more queers than AIDS. That got an applause break because everybody hates him. And then I said the joke about C. Thomas Howell. Then I said that Gene Simmons is a huge star. And, of course, Chris Angel sent a tape. You know you're big when that happens.
He can't even show up.
I go, Chris Angel.
Chris Angel's looking for publicity anywhere he can get it.
Exactly. And it was unfunny.
He knows not to do this show.
Danny Bonaducci, what a great guy to have at a roast.
Oh, he is good for fodder.
Right.
I said, Chris Angel's so irritating. When I watch his show, I always root for the wood chipper. And then I said, Craig Gass. I really got Craig Gass good. I said, surprised to see Craig Gass here tonight. I guess that means Frank Caliendo said no. I love Craig. He's been a great impersonator. I think he should do his Owen Wilson impression and kill himself. And then I said, Gene has, of course, killed music. I go, Jesus, the Jews killed Christ. Music, too. And then, of course,
This is good.
I know, isn't it funny?
Yeah, so you really went
And he
off on
actually
him.
didn't get mad. This is what I like. He was really laughing.
Of
with
course,
it.
you
He
should
went
have
with
fun.
it.
Sense of humor about himself.
That's the thing. I said they used to be
Probably
going,
couldn't hear anything.
He is looking elderly. I can't tell yet. Is that a wig or is it?
I don't know. I think it might be hair, but I'm not sure. There's some sort of weave or maybe
something's
it's
going on.
hair and weave. I don't know. I don't
Whatever
know.
it is. No good.
Looks a little Brindle-flyish.
I had a
Yeah.
nice little ending on it, too, which,
What'd you
I
say?
love my sincere ending. I said, right now I like to be sincere and say, what do you call a man who's a true rock and roll icon? What do you call a man whose songs will live forever in the hearts of millions? You call that man John Lennon. But he's dead, so all we have is this untalented windbag. So, nice tongue, Gene. Thank you. Good night.
That's good.
He loved that.
Yeah,
And he
no.
stood up, he hugged me, and said, nice tits. That's what's hilarious about Gene Simmons. He reeks of sexuality. I don't care how ugly he is.
Really?
You
It
think
is-
he reeks of sexuality?
Did you meet him?
Of course I've met him.
No, but he has a way of making you
Does
feel
he
like
turn
you're the
you
only-
on?
No, like I wouldn't. No, not for me. But I mean, I can see why 5,000 women banged him.
Right.
You know.
Right, yeah, there's
Sadly,
something there.
4,900 look like Carrot Top.
You think Carrot Top might have ended up there by accident? What? So do you hear from a Carrot Top when you make fun of him like this?
Well, no, he likes me because I'm
He does.
kind of friendly with him
Right,
through
right.
Larry the Cable Guy, and so he's like, "Oh, that was great, thank you." I said, "Oh, you were really funny." He let me keep the black dildo. I thought that was nice.
That was nice.
That's a
of
team
him.
player.
Yeah, that's a good guy. Now, so you didn't get paid for the roast, and then I guess Gene told you, look, it's for charity. But then didn't
Yeah, it was
now,
just
now
nice.
isn't he selling it on DVD?
Yeah, but that all goes to charity.
It does.
Yeah, and I can't say I
All
doubt
right.
him.
Okay,
You know, because
okay.
I think he's a money grubbing heeb, but I'll tell you something, not a dishonest money grubbing heeb.
All right.
There's a big difference,
All
as you
right.
know.
He's very honest.
Very honest
But
heeb.
nevertheless, you will call him a heeb.
Absolutely.
Lisa, you are delightful. I want to tell people about what's going on with you. Not
Unfortunately,
only
the people don't get to vote.
Yeah, if I did, I think I'd be a clear. Although Lopez,
he's hot.
Well, but all
He's
the
a funny
Mexicans
guy.
are illegal aliens, so they can't vote. So
You
I
might-
think I would be a winner.
I hope you win. I'm a fan of your comedy albums,
Thanks,
and it would be
man.
nice to see you honored like this. You're
Do
right.
they present this award
No, this will
on
be
TV?
with. No, I think this will be the loser, but we'll get to go. I'll take my
Uh-huh.
parents, before they die or something.
They present this one before the actual Grammys. They
That's weird because you'd want to hear a comedy guy's
you
acceptance
would think
speech.
so.
That's true.
You would think so, but they don't. That's one of those they keep off of TV.
It's in between best polka album and best Zydeco album. It's
yeah,
really,
yeah.
really a hot category.
I'll
right
never
there.
forget sitting there with Sam, and they didn't give it to him.
I know.
Never killed him. Just
Still,
killed
though,
him.
a Grammy is such a big deal to a comic
I know.
because that's what Richard Pryor won one,
Right.
George Carlin, like
Right.
that was their biggest
We're
thing.
at the pre-ceremony, and Sam turns to me and he goes, "I don't give a shit. I'm going up on stage now, and I'm going to say fuck PDQ Baca." I said, "Sam."
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
though.
but Sam was on the balls of his ass. He was already being sued by a movie studio.
Oh.
He had just walked off the set of a movie. They had already invested $5 million.
Took or something like
okay.
that.
Yeah,
okay.
he took. And I said to him, Sam, look, man, you got to use your common sense here. You're trying to get back in with Hollywood, and you go up there and you start trashing the Grammys and everything. I
Right,
said, you're going to
right.
be fucked. I said, you didn't win. Be a little gracious. So his manager at the time turned to me and said, thank God he listens to you, because he said he would have been up there doing it.
Yeah, because he actually got to be a presenter in the televised.
And they would have taken him off of that.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, I
Yeah.
heard, didn't Kathy Griffin get in trouble because she when the Emmy, she didn't win the Emmy. She acted angry, but she was joking around,
Right.
Right.
and she had to make a call for make an apology.
It's
I'm
so
going to start
silly.
bawling uncontrollably.
Right.
I'm going to just
Well, I'm
cry.
pulling for you. This woman is funny. You need to see her.
What
Thank
size
you.
is
Oh,
he?
and
If
of
she wins the
course-
Grammy, she'll probably retire. So
Right.
this is it.
Well,
This
big
is,
announcement, which I have not announced yet, but I
Yes.
wanted to wait till your show to do it. I got booked. I'm doing Carnegie Hall
Oh, wow.
on May 17th. I know.
Yes.
Tickets go on sale March 28th. I just wanted everybody to know and tell you first.
Well-
There's no way I'd be doing Carnegie Hall if it wasn't for you.
Well,
and
isn't
you
that
know
great? No, I love that. And
I
Insult
was
Comic.
about to ask her what
.com, thank
size
you.
is the arena she gets to play in now. She's getting
Oh,
so
now
big.
it's 2,000 and up.
Yeah.
Like Carnegie Hall's 2,800.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
It's really good, and you're up and coming, and to be nominated for a Grammy is a great honor. InsultComic.com is where you can check out tour dates and things like that.
Thanks, man.
Lisa Lampanelli, so great seeing you. Lisa, you kill.
I love you.
And
That's your
we're
official website, Lisa?
Yeah,
Insult Comic?
Yeah, because nobody could ever spell Lampanelli.
Right.
because they're-
InsultComic.com is
Yeah.
a better website for you.
Exactly.
Lampanelli.
I tried to buy Enter Love and Fag Hag, but they wouldn't give it to me.
Maybe you should have put
Not
Lisa
wrong.
Lamp.
You're probably right. Some
maybe.
retarded lamp cunt in
Lamp.
Virginia probably has that. and I'll
Lamp
get all
cunt.
pissed. I did try once
Do you
by
think
Enter
Lamp
Lover.
Cunt might have been a good website for you? Lamp Cunt?
What? Guess what was never taken, and I should buy it? Cunt of Comedy was never taken.
Well, what are you doing?
I know, honestly, I know, what am I doing with my life? This is terrible.
Rita Rudner didn't buy that up?
No.
No, she's...
You know who originally owned it was Lucille Ball, but there was no internet. Well, there it is, and we certainly hope whoever is on the Chicago Cubs, I hope your
No,
ankle...
not the Cubs.
I mean,
the
the
Bears.
Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
When it's funny, Lisa's out in the hall and she says, I banged one of the Bears. I thought she literally made it with a bear. I thought, wow, she's gone now to
She's
Bears.
even worse than
Yeah.
white guys.
Yeah, she's gone
She
animal.
can't get white guys, she can't get black guys, she can't get Hispanic guys.
She's with the Bears.
She's with an actual bear. I said, was he very hairy? And she goes, no, a guy on a football team.
Ah,
I
there you
understand.
go.
Yeah, I was sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
You've never offended me.
Lisa, look
Yay,
at you.
that was
You're
fun.
blowing up.
Sorry, dude, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Look at
I'm
you,
just a
you're
big
blowing up.
celebrity now. What can I tell you, man?
You used to come out right out and talk to me. Now you're kind of like
No,
Grammy
go on. I'm
nominated.
talking to Gary. You got a lot of nerve even wanting my time. You know what this is going to cost you, bitch?
No, you're a movie star. You're doing Carnegie Hall. You're Grammy nominated.
I know I'm in trouble with an NFL player, probably.
That's right. You're banging pro
You know,
football.
I banged
players
only
now.
one, but you know what? Probably never again because probably mad that I said he had a weird dick. But you know what? Too bad because you all have weird dicks when it comes down to it. onto it. Just get vaginas, guys. We'd be more comfortable with our own.
So what's next? Are you going to go to professional baseball? Or?
Fuck, a bowler, maybe maybe a fencer, maybe maybe a mime. I just feel bad because they all have girlfriends, you know.
Really?
Well, he's not married. He's only 22. I wouldn't fuck a married guy, but I just always feel like weird that I'm gonna get a text from him going, "Bitch, why are you talking shit?" I said, what am I gonna do? What else I gotta talk about? I get laid like once every 3 months. What else am I going to go on Howard and talk about? Will always says, what about the love life? That's all, So, hey, I did the best I could.
Well,
Sorry.
please don't bang any of the New York football giants. They're tired enough. They don't need to be up all night.
Thank you for at least those extra 45 minutes it takes. They can all go squeeze one off in the truck. Thank you, dude. You rock. Ooh, thank you.
How are you today?
Well, it's early. I didn't go to bed because you can't really get up at, 5 and come here.
Right.
So I just stayed up.
Stayed out?
I can handle it. Makes it a late night show.
So are you looking forward to speaking with Howard today?
Yes, Howard is my mentor, my advisor, my guru. Since Richard Pryor died, he's my guy in show business. Listens to me, cares about me, doesn't ignore me like other people.
So he's the one and only for you.
Yeah, this is an important day. This is going to set a new course in my life, bring new context to me of people that are going to hear about my ideas, and it'll be a catalyst.
Cool. So
it's a critical day.
A great platform for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with everything.
Thank you for the luck.
Let me tell you who stopped by. Gallagher.
I just saw Gallagher.
The comedian. He kills me. He's always got something going on.
I thought he retired.
No, he ain't retired. There he is. He's got a business suit. He's far from retired. He's an executive now.
He's an executive.
Gallagher, you look
I
like...
am an executive.
You almost look like a Wall Street guy now.
I am. I trade stocks all day long. I know as much as all of them combined.
I used to see you on TV. You wore a cap and you wore jeans. You were very...
Cappy Genie kind of...
Cappy Genie.
French.
And nobody would have thought you were an investor looking at that up.
Yeah, you've really classed yourself up.
Well, Jim Cramer copies me.
Is that right?
Sure, he says he's the Gallagher of stocks, and he smashes food. He says when one stock in a segment moves, then the other stocks are going to catch up. So he whacked a bottle of ketchup with a bat.
Well, let me tell you,
everyone rips you off.
That's right. Does Carrot Top rip you off in a sense? I mean, with the props, and then I think he even smashes a watermelon.
We had the same manager.
You're kidding. Did
He
you ever
used to came to my show when I was down in Fort Lauderdale. I knew him when he was a teenager. I didn't know he wanted to be me. I just knew he wanted to be a comedian.
Did it make you angry? Did you ever say to your manager, "Look, the guy steals my act. What is this? Why are you?"
No, he was going at a different audience. He was going for dumb people, teens. Silly, like the Conan O'Brien type of rattling laughter. I can never figure out what is funny about Conan. I mean, it's just...
Conan O'Brien, you don't feel he's funny?
No.
Not at all.
Terrible. Do you laugh? I don't laugh.
Will he let you on the show? Is this a little problem with getting access to the show?
Well, I don't think I'd want to be on his show because it's kind of teeny. It seems like it's painful if it's quiet.
Who do you like of the late night host? Do you feel Leno is a funny guy?
I don't think he knows how to do a monologue like Johnny. You don't walk out and say, well, what was in the paper? You wouldn't walk up to a person and say that, and an audience is just a person. So Johnny'd come out and he'd say, you sound like you're in a good mood tonight. What about this weather? It was sure hot today. Or, he'd talk to you like you were a person. He'd set himself in the space.
Well, Jay Leno is talking to you the way he talks to people.
Yeah,
you can't walk up to somebody and say, what I saw in the paper today.
Did you happen to read this in the
And it's always the same style of joke. It's, here is the facts, and this is the consequence. This is the fact, and this is the consequence. I don't think he's ever written a joke, and I think he hires joke writers and teaches them to do it like he did. I remember when he was working for Jimmy... I can't remember his last name.
Walker.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
that
Jimmy
was
Walker.
Letterman.
Yeah.
Letterman walked.
No, they
worked
both
for-
did.
Did they both?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So when you see a guy like Leno so successful, do you say, why didn't Gallagher get the Tonight
Well, I know
Show?
exactly the whole story. You know, I know how he got it, and you know, it's they pick from among the people that are there in Hollywood,
Right.
and that are working the store and the Improv, and you know, and he kind of told the agents, the network people, that Letterman was too edgy.
I see.
He undercut his buddy.
Was Leno a good
Sure.
stand-up comic, though?
No.
No.
His show doesn't have any dynamics. It's the same at the end as it is at the beginning, and that you get bored with that.
What about Letterman? Is he any better, or is he?
No, he wasn't a comedian at all. But I would see him.
Whoa, hold on a second. Didn't Letterman do stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I met him when we were both hiding from the Tonight Show comedians that would go to the hotel next to the Comedy Store. And if you worked the Comedy Store, they'd come over and get some jokes from you to use in the sit-down.
Right.
So we were working in Murray Langston's club in the Valley. He had bought this club with the Sunny and
Unknown
Sharon.
Comic.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he worked with a black guy, and they had an act together on the old Sonny and Cher show, and he bought this bar from these lesbians. And Dave would be there, me and Dave and Junkman and the Carpenter, these two gay guys had an act, and they sang. And sometimes that was the whole evening, was me and Dave. And so when Dave came here and started throwing watermelons off of a building, I thought, of all the things, here we are hiding from other comics to steal our jokes, and he gets a show and steals from the only guy he was working with while we were hiding out.
So you and Letterman were good friends.
I don't think he's friendly with very many people. He liked George Miller, and the two of them used to watch Leave It to Beaver in an apartment across the street from the the Comedy Store. I'd go over and see them in the daytime, and Dave just seemed to like Leave It to Beaver. He likes the everyday Midwestern. He almost kind of on his show says, we don't have a show, and isn't that funny? And no, it's not funny that you didn't produce a show. You're supposed to make a show.
In other words, the idea of going on TV, this is interesting what you're saying. The idea of going on TV and saying, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I got a lame show tonight.
We don't have a budget. You don't have a budget.
You've got a budget. No one
He's got a
that.
budget, but he's got to use the people that are there, you know, the doorman. And Jimmy Kimmel does the same thing. Here's my cousin.
But Jimmy really doesn't have a budget.
No one's giving Jimmy a budget.
Here's my cousin. Here's my, you know, they're using people that are there and make an excuse saying, well, this is the average person. And you can't really make an excuse for not having a prepared, established, written show.
I see.
Isn't that what people pay for? Why, you got to be an entertainer.
So when you were a younger man and Letterman was a guy, a contemporary hanging out at the Comedy Store, and why was he friends with this guy George Miller, you say? Like, in other words, why was he not friends with you? Were you just too normal?
I just never saw him being really friendly with anybody except his agent, Debbie Miller from William Morris. And she'd stand in the back with me and she'd say, if I could get him on the talk shows, I could get him to be the host. But he doesn't have enough material for a spot. And isn't that nutty that
he would sit all day and watch Leave It to Beaver?
So you think Letterman didn't have much of an act?
Oh, he only had frying bread in Crisco oil. Debbie used to say to me, we're still frying bread in Crisco oil. He'd make fun of that commercial where we've just fried this bread in Crisco oil to prove a point. And I don't, and he'd talk about that. And Jay didn't have very many jokes either. He kept bringing out a hatchet. He said he came across a guy in an alley with a hatchet, and that was his biggest, wildest joke, because he used to do a lot of mom material.
Right, yeah.
And,
I remember seeing him in Washington, D.C. in 1980. I thought he was a very good stand-up comedian, Jay Leno. Made me laugh a lot.
You did laugh?
I did laugh a few times.
I don't know if this is bitterness or a real evaluation.
I'm an authority on comedy. I think I was a comedian in another life. When I met Jim Stafford, I was a chemical engineer. And I, for some reason, knew what he wasn't doing as a comedian and what I could add to his act. And I worked for him for 5 years. We got a summer show.
So
we had million-selling records. We had the first song about homosexuals that was on radio, My Girl Bill. The first song about drugs, Wildwood Weed. We had a 2 million seller, which was a big deal.
Let me
back
ask you
then.
something, Gallagher. Leno sucks. Letterman sucks. Kimmel sucks.
No, I don't know. Jimmy's pretty funny.
No, Jimmy you like. Okay,
yeah,
good.
I
All
think,
right.
well, you said you laughed at Jay. I like Kevin. Kevin, who is the delivery guy. Kevin.
Kevin James.
Yeah. I'm 61. I can't.
Who's the worst stand-up of all time? Richard Pryor?
No, he was.
Oh, you liked him. All right. I think maybe you didn't like him. I just thought maybe you didn't like him. I don't know.
Plus he was a friendly guy. You know,
Right, you
he'd
liked
invite
him.
you over to his house,
And then he'd shoot you.
Did you ever do any coke with the guy? Or
yeah,
you did.
You always would. If you go over to his house, he'd hold a court in his office and make sure you got some chicken. And there was always people that I've seen him pass out checks a lot.
Right.
Wow.
And he'd kind of hide it a little bit and then show them the amount real slow just to watch him be impressed. He was a very nice guy. He was friendly.
And you would do coke with him?
Well, he'd offer you coke when you went to his house on Sunday.
Did he have the best coke?
It was Sunday. Yeah.
Of course, he was a very wealthy man.
Yeah.
And who was going to give him bad coke?
Right. He's
Right,
Richard
and
Pryor.
he was funny. He was funny and a decent guy. You know, a lot of guys, they just, they pretend. Like, see, I talk to all the stagehands, and so they tell me who you're not allowed to talk to. And
What comedian aren't you allowed to talk to?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Is Jerry Seinfeld a good comedian?
No, he's terrible. He was the fourth best comedian on his own show. What if you had a show and you didn't even get the bronze medal? I mean, that one guy, he wasn't really a good stand-up. He was a funny. I could have had
Kramer.
Kramer. I could have had the Kramer part. I can come through a door with a lot of energy, and he was in that club, and he wasn't an experienced comedian, I think, and so he didn't understand that club is a black club, is the one that he went to. Mm-hmm. Jamie Masada's club there, the Laugh Factory, is blacks. And he got insecure and started using bad language. And,
Kramer, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, he wasn't skilled.
But to say Seinfeld is not a good comedian, I've heard very few people say that. I mean, they say he's so proficient at getting up in front of these crowds and talking.
And telling his funny little observations. He's not working where I'm working. I just got back from Sandpoint, Idaho.
Go ahead.
And you don't go standing up in front of 50 people, or 500, I mean. That was how much it was the first sellout they've ever had in Sandpoint, and that's what I do. These guys can't do it.
They can't.
No,
they can't
do
sell
it.
out these.
They can't do a show to average people that you have to entertain moment after moment to their face.
Do you
it's
still
hard.
smash the watermelon, or you?
No, I didn't do it in Boise or Sandpoint, but I will be at the Blender Theater and
you will smash the watermelon.
and Lakewood in New Jersey. And then in the woods, there's a town named after that Indian, Jim Thorpe.
Yes.
Jim Thorpe I'm going to.
What about a guy like Jim Carrey? I heard he was a tremendous stand-up. Is he?
No, you didn't hear that. He's terrible. He was painful to watch because the things that you could do for a movie don't work on stage. We would stand in the back of the Comedy Store and just pain. It's just painful to see him do his little acts and his faces and his body movements.
Well, how about when he talks with his ass? He moves the cheeks back.
Well, would you do a movie based on a guy that's going to get in a tree and turn around and show his butt? I mean, where's the talent there? I don't understand Hollywood. Why you have to be a comedian to then get a serious role? They did it with Robin Williams. They do.
Is Robin Williams a good comedian?
No, he's a comic actor.
A comic actor, but he's not a good comedian.
You have to give him the jokes.
Okay, then Billy Crystal. You got to say Billy Crystal's a good comedian.
Yes, because he writes.
Right. Now,
okay.
Robin Williams, they give him the jokes? In other words,
Well,
they,
he'll take them, or you can give them to him.
Is he a stealer?
He'll take
Does he
'em.
steal jokes? Is that true?
Well,
I've never heard
it's-
that about him.
Heard it.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
his
I don't
only.
know.
I mean, that's what goes after his name, Robin Williams, comma, joke thief, comma. That-
You're saying it's on his resume, even.
well, to the other comics, everybody knows he can
Right.
take the part of your joke. I had a joke one time that I like to do at the beginning of my career about marijuana. I'd say, give your marijuana be good for old people. It makes the time go slow. Give your grandma a lid of Columbia and a ton of yarn. You get back an Afghan to cover the garage. Well, he saw me do that at the Ice House, and so then he did it on Dave's. Dave had a talk show out in L.A.
Right, Dave Letterman.
Yeah, and it didn't work. And I saw him do that joke on Letterman's show there.
Did you call up and say, hey,
Nah,
come on, what are you,
no.
it's not even worth fighting about?
When Andrew Dice Clay came to town, he was doing several of my jokes. I walked up to him.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Is he any good?
Well, he reminds me of Spitzer. It was these guys that threw their life away. I'm making a list of the Stanley Cup of like the Bill Clinton Award.
Yeah, who's on your list?
You got to have Jimmy Swaggart and Jim Baker for throwing their life away, and Isaiah Thomas almost did.
Right.
And Mike Tyson, of course, had it going for him, and Andrew Dice had the world record for the most people to ever show up at a comedy.
And he threw it. How did he throw it away?
Well, he didn't. He wasn't a writer. He just had the little nursery rhymes. As
Did he
his
steal that
gimmick.
from you? Did you?
No. He had that himself.
Right.
And the going whoa in the character. He could have built that into something. I don't know why.
It all went away.
He let it go away.
He did. He self-destructed, is what you're saying.
All of these, and I would say that it's men that do it, except I do have some chicks from here in New York. Amy that shot the
Amy Fisher.
right, and then the skater girl that had Nancy
Tanya
Carey
Harding.
whack,
Harding.
and then this astronaut chick who got
I don't know her
fell in
name.
love
Yeah.
and
This is like a quiz.
and showed up, and then Mama Cass and Karen Carpenter also. When you think about it, I mean, just a dumb way to go by eating and not eating is pretty funny. I know Mama Cass should have given Karen Carpenter the sandwich. They both be alive today.
Who is the most underrated comic? This Artie Lang? Do you know of him?
I don't really know a lot of the comics
Right.
now because I'm traveling on the road and I don't use an opening act.
I see.
And so I don't. I watch them on TV when I can. But
Have you seen this Artie Lang?
So you know a lot of
The old guys.
established old guys.
Yeah.
Do you know any of the Saturday Night Live guys? We mentioned Billy Crystal. Do you know Chevy Chase? Do you know?
well, I had an argument with Chevy Chase on the Tonight Show. You remember?
I don't. What happened?
Well, I did my little smashing act there. When I sat down, Chevy says, "Well, does all your stuff have little props to it?" As if to say, "Is that the only way you can be funny?" And I says, "Well, people like it, so you keep it in the act, and it's television, and you're supposed
Visual?
to."
It's
Yeah, it
visual,
should
yeah.
be visual. I was always on with a guest host because Johnny, for some reason, didn't like prop comics, but he's a magician. Hey, what's the deal there?
Right.
I didn't get that. But so we had a little argument, and he said, "Well, in my opinion," I said, "Nobody cares about your opinion." But he's a comic actor too. He's not really.
Not
He's not a
stand-up.
stand-up comedian.
No,
he
he's
doesn't do
not.
what you do. You go in front of a crowd. You got to win them over.
And get a show. Do a show that has an ending and that has some dynamics. That's what I kept telling Sam Kinison. He would start loud and it didn't go anywhere. I say, Sam, you got to build to that. You know, when you like using the bad language immediately, you've used up your surprise.
Now,
It's not like I'm not going to say these words, but I'm going to save them for the right place.
So you are
A student.
you are a student of comedy in a
Oh,
sense.
yeah, I'm the smartest guy that ever decided to be a comedian.
What about George Carlin?
He's gotten bitter, but he's one of the best. I wish he wouldn't put a Pepsi on a stool. These guys don't need to have a drink. Anything that's in the picture has relevance. Why in the hell do they have to have? George Burns was 90 years old and sucked on a cigar and did an hour. He didn't need a drink.
Why do all the comedians need a bottle up there? Is it almost like a
They're
baby bottle?
sissies.
Did you ever? put
One saw another one, and it becomes a tradition in a
Yes.
month in America, like wiggling balloons behind the foul shooter. Do you want to win the game because you're a better wiggler? If that's then you have to have the crowd come in for practice and
all
wiggle.
of these stand-up comics have a bottle up there with them.
And
it
they
became
cut the
thing.
show up. And so sometimes there's a bottle that's full. Then sometimes a bottle's 3/4. Then there's another bottle. Then that bottle's on the bottom. George isn't used to using the bottle. I saw him. He did his whole show and never took a drink. And then right at the end when he was waving goodbye, he saw, oh, there's my Pepsi. He took a drink. He didn't need the drink.
He could have drank backstage.
Backstage, you're going into your dressing room. You got your Coke. You got your Pepsi.
You know, you make a lot of sense, especially from an editor's point of view. If you're going to chop up the special, it must be distracting to a
It's
genius
distracting.
like yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Anything that's in the picture should be relevant.
So you've never used the bottle on stage?
My God, no, you don't need it. It's sissy. It's stupid.
You'll drink backstage when you're done with the show. An
And-
hour you can go without a drink. I go without a drink, sometimes 4 hours.
Yeah, you know those people on Broadway who do
Right.
one-man shows. They don't have a bottle on stage.
Imagine if every actor in a play had a bottle with them.
Where is it going to end? There's such we have such a sissy country. Everybody has a luxury truck. They
Right.
can't just have a truck. You want to respect somebody for having a truck.
You're so right.
It shouldn't have a bed liner. Right? They got one now that has a little handle and steps to get up in the back. How sissy is that?
You know, Gallagher, you're a genius. Everyone knows it, and people can hear it by what you're saying today. And what you've said is incredibly honest. Most people in comedy will not say Seinfeld isn't funny. They will not say Letterman isn't funny. They will not say Leno isn't funny. You are not afraid to say what you think.
I think they're thinking it too. I don't think. I think they put up with what the networks give them on TV.
I see.
And without, what can you do? You're going to have to.
But it must kill you when Seinfeld walks into a club. He gets a standing ovation before he opens his mouth.
No. What kills me about Seinfeld is he takes the money out of the market. Why, if he's already rich, why does he have to have a $75 ticket? What is he doing?
Why not give the people...
He already has a bunch of them cars in a barn.
Right.
Does he need some more money? Why doesn't he do free shows? Thank you,
are
for
so
doing
right.
it.
Why not say to the people who supported Seinfeld, here's a free show, or here's a show for $20 a ticket? It
Or
doesn't...
black people. Go in the neighborhood and give a free show.
To black people.
Right.
You're right.
Whoever
puts a free show on?
Upscale Pujo people are coming to see Seinfeld. And then Disney uses him because he's got this great bee idea. I don't know what the whole deal is.
Aren't you sick of the bee? Don't you want to
I don't know.
take a fly swatter to that bee?
I don't know. Is it funny? Is it not funny? I don't know. Why Disney would pick somebody that doesn't relate to the average person. You're not allowed to talk to him. Like Barry Manilow, they had to make a tunnel so that nobody could even... You used to have to make a tunnel so that
you wouldn't look at him when he performed backstage?
He didn't want nobody looking at him.
Were you backstage with him at one point?
No, the stagehands tell me
They
what
tell you the
goes.
secrets.
Yeah, they tell me how many bands now have to bag the seats. Quar and Insane Clown Posse because they squirt food, and so they blame me. Hey, Gallagher, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be doing this.
Right. So if you had the kind of success that Jerry Seinfeld had,
You'd be giving free shows.
Blacks would have free comedy right now.
Yeah. Well, I want to do something for the
sad.
community. I want to build family reunion resorts.
What's that?
This is a large open area surrounded by bedrooms. And so families can get together. I think
Well,
that...
I want to talk about this. You're an amazing man, and I'll tell you why. Because this is fascinating to me.
I don't even understand what he's talking about.
I'm going to back him up for a second,
All right.
because Gallagher's mind goes a mile a minute. You couldn't possibly
can't
keep up with it. Most
it.
people can't. Gallagher. Everyone knows the story who listens to my show that you, of course, have your stand-up act. You let your brother use your stand-up act for a while.
It was about Carrot Top. You see, when Gary Proper, my manager, got Carrot Top, I thought they were going to do a smashing act in the small club. So I told my brother to do one and stop them from doing it in the small clubs. And I have so much material, he could just do my old jokes.
Right. Long story short, I'm not going to go into the whole story again. You and your brother had a tremendous falling out.
Well, he was lying to the general public. He was saying that I had retired, or I was the East Coast Gallagher and he was the West Coast, or whatever. I just got out of drug
I thought
rehab.
You were out of the business.
It was fraud. It was fraud.
You got out of drug rehab?
No, he would say whatever that they needed to say. Play the
Right.
music loud before the show so that people wouldn't talk and say, hey, it's not really Gallagher.
Yeah, so it got to you after a while. You said, listen, I'm Gallagher.
Well, you don't defraud the general public.
Right. You say, I'm Gallagher's brother.
Well, how could your brother brother
Oh,
do
he did
that?
it right for 5 years because we used the guy, Tom Sobel, that runs the comedy club in Louisville. But Tom's crew didn't like working with my brother, and so they finally quit.
But let me get to the point. Gallagher won a lawsuit against his brother, right, for trademark violation. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much did he have to pay?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
You
how
don't
much
have to pay nothing. I just enforced my trademark, and
he was banned from performing Gallagher's act, is what the decision was, according to my notes.
Yeah, I had to take my brother to court to get him to do what I asked him to do.
And after the lawsuit, you haven't spoken to anyone in your family. Your brother you don't speak to. Your father, you missed his funeral, true?
True.
And because you stopped talking to your dad. Was your dad angry with you for suing your brother?
I don't know. I think he had Alzheimer's. He didn't really know what was going on.
And your mother, you haven't seen in years.
Right.
Did they all side with your brother?
Yeah, because he was the baby. But I babysat the guy, because I was 9 when he was 5, and my mom and dad went to work. So, I was used to taking care of him my whole life anyway. You'd think he'd do what I said.
Is your mom still alive?
Well, I really don't know.
You don't even know. It's
but I have a family. My fans are my family, and that's why I want to have these family reunion resorts.
This is what I want to get to. Here is a guy, Gallagher, who doesn't get along with any member of his family. In fact, doesn't know...
I know, and wants to do a family reunion resort.
That's crazy.
And you want to build a place...
Thousands of them across the United States.
Where families have reunions?
Yeah.
Isn't that odd?
No. I have a family. Just because you're related to somebody doesn't mean they're really a good family.
Who is
for
your
you.
family?
All of my fans. They love me. They bring me
Do you
their
have a
kids.
wife?
No, not now.
No wife?
Well, I had one about, 6 months ago.
Do you have kids?
6 months
ago.
ago?
Yeah, I've got 2 kids. I have a girl, 26, who is the catering director of a Four Seasons. And Oprah dropped by the other day, and she might be doing some of her shows from the place in Westlake Village on the way to her place.
You mean you're really unaware if your mom is alive or dead? You really have no clue?
No clue.
So if you had a family reunion, you wouldn't even know who was showing up.
I don't want to have it. Well, I could have, it doesn't have to be a family. It could be a Corvette club or a motorcycle gang. Anybody that wants to use. In fact,
so you
facility,
think from a psychology standpoint, again, you probably know more about this than I do, but a psychology standpoint, here you can't have a reunion with your family. And so it must anger you in some way. So you're going to create family reunions.
I saw the big fat Greek wedding. And the night before the wedding, the time that the bridesmaids had in the bedroom was so cool. I wondered why there isn't a place in a hotel for bridesmaids with makeup, mirrors, and places to hang costumes, because a wedding is a production.
Absolutely.
And we don't care about common people. I want to say this. A building is the set for the scenes of our lives, and we're not giving the average family a dramatic life.
All right, so you have a big idea.
Yeah.
You want to build family reunion centers. In other words, if I book myself into this place that you want to build, you haven't built it yet. This is an idea you have.
Right.
You want to, and you're serious about it.
I've talked to the Indians all across the country. Why can't they build them at these casinos? The Puyallups have all the money from the Boeing people, and the chief loves me, sits in the front at the show, and they're afraid to be first.
You know the chief?
Oh, I know him in all these Indian casinos. I work all of them. They love me because I'm cheap and I draw.
You went to Donald Trump. You tried to get a meeting with Jim Cramer, the guy on CNBC.
Because he could have the corporations. Why can't Google do this? They know how important it is to have ping pong tables and skateboards.
But don't family reunions already happen at resorts? Can't I just go to a resort and have a family reunion?
Do you have kids?
Yes.
Okay, you want to know where they are.
Right.
So you need a door, and you need an uncle on that door. And then if you do it in a park, you're always watching to see where in the hell the kids are. And then there's bugs, and you're outside, and there's strangers. You need a secure area. Think how much fun it would be to drink at the same place you're going to sleep. 40 doors. Isn't that a cute name? 10 doors on each wall. We had our reunion at 40 doors. Now, I work the Midwest. I know it don't sound good.
Do you understand this, Robin? In other words, there's going to be 40 doors, and you're all going to be connected.
To this big room.
They just all open on the same, let's say, courtyard.
And you don't need a bathroom, because the fun of it is taking a shower with all the boys in the hockey-type dressing room. And
you're
the
kidding.
girl.
You're going to turn it into like a camp.
And the girls get a wonderful makeup area where they can hide from the men, put furniture in there, and have a great time bonding. It's about bonding.
All right, so you got this idea. What happened when you called Donald Trump? I'm sure he jumped at this.
You got to do The Apprentice.
Well, I also wanted to tell him about my patent on a new architecture for slot machines, because I think that these kids that are playing video games are going to be bored to death with the slot machine graphics. And so I have the patent on a whole new idea. When the watermelons come down to the pay line, they could either break or explode or bounce.
Right.
And you're a winner when that action matches. Now, because you like girls with their bras off, say that these naked chicks are coming down with on parachutes, and when they land, their tits go all the way to their feet, or just to their waist, or they fall off completely and bounce.
Now, did you pitch this to Donald Trump? Did you get a meeting
No,
with
he
him?
wouldn't. I had an appointment, and they called me and said the person who made the appointment was a temporary. Do you believe that lie?
He was
What a
temporary
lie.
after that.
How
Why do you-
stupid
why
to
do you-
let
why
a
do you think-
temporary. Only Spitzer was dumber. Why did he handle his own phone call? He says to himself, I got to either do the work of the state or set up an appointment with a prostitute. Oh, you do the work of the state. I'll handle this.
Right.
Why get on the phone? Why can't he have a trusted person to get the hooker, and then he goes down to their room?
Right.
And what's the $4,300? Where did we hear this figure?
Well, it's $1,000 an hour. He booked her for 4 hours, which was minimum.
And she told everybody he gave her a $300 tip, which isn't 10%. 400 is 10%.
That's right. It's under 10%.
It feels like car fare. I don't think it's a tip. I think she had to pay. He had to pay for her room and the trip down or something.
You're
and
saying
the
you needed a
4,000.
trusted friend. Like I have Ralph. I could say to Ralph,
Why
Ralph,
not?
line up
That's
a
what
hooker for me.
everybody in town is saying. I can't be. Clinton,
Maybe he had no
Clinton
friends.
is saying, you paid for it? Don't you have an intern program? The hell are you doing?
All right, listen to me. Gallagher, your head's ready to explode because you've got too many ideas. It's amazing.
Well, I
what's
have the
going on.
patent on both of these. If you go to U.S. Patent Office and search Leo Gallagher, I'll go ahead and tell you my name. You'll see both of my patents there. I want to tell them because I think I should go to the Maloof brothers. As my advisor, Howard, don't you think the Maloofs are the better person to go to instead of
They
Donald?
might have you locked up. You never know.
Well,
you got to be careful. No. Yes, go to the
because
Maloof
they want
brothers
it. They're
then.
young.
You got to go with someone who's going to listen to these ideas. Didn't you try to get a meeting with Al Gore, the former vice president of the United States?
Yes.
What went wrong there?
Well, his secretary of appointments doesn't know who I am, and I wanted to. You've seen my Uncle Earth thing, haven't you? It's up on YouTube and MySpace now. But the whole world can see it. I made my face up like the Earth, and I was an ocean. My nose was a volcano, and my ears were mountain ranges, and I had a polar cap.
Amazing.
And my eye was the eye of a hurricane, and I spoke for the Earth. See, this is what the kids would listen to. Al did some boring thing in the suit with a PowerPoint presentation. That's okay, but
So you tried to meet with Al Gore to suggest how to be more showbiz.
and also his next flow. He needs to talk about the subatomic particles next because he's become the father professor of the world.
What are subatomic particles? Of course, I know, but
I
explain
just
to
was
the
at the
audience.
Consumer Electronics Convention in Las Vegas, and people that work for electronics companies don't know the difference between an electron and a photon.
Assholes.
I would ask them.
Right.
Well, you need to know this if you're getting a CAT
I'm
scan
laughing at Howard.
or a
Oh,
PET
I see.
scan.
Well, let me tell you.
If you're getting these raised into your breast in a breast exam, you need to know whether or not they could give you cancer, looking for cancer.
Dice Clay's on the phone. He's mad because he doesn't like what you said. What is it, Dice?
Hey, bald fuck.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you big bald fuck.
Uh-oh.
You want to say something about me now, huh?
Yeah, I'll remember the joke that you used when I told you. I said, "Hey, everybody in this club knows that this is my joke. You can continue to do it if you want to." Didn't I say that?
You're talking to fucking me. How do you like that? Tough guy.
Wow, you've really...
Is that a guy doing an impression?
It's probably a recording.
Now, Howard, everybody used to come in here and talk about the kind of money that Gallagher was making on the road.
Gallagher's
Are you an
making-
extremely wealthy man?
Gallagher, tell the ladies, are you an extremely wealthy man? They want to know.
Yeah.
You are. You've made big change in this business.
I promoted all my shows, so I have all the money.
Are you worth, I'm going to throw out a number,
Yeah.
$20 million?
No.
Less than that?
Yeah.
Are you worth?
I lost a lot of my net worth since November in the market.
I thought you knew what you were doing, you said.
I did.
Yeah. You
You did before you lost the money?
Yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing as it went away.
And then you say you got a divorce too, right?
Yeah, I have, my money's divided up among my kids and ex-wives.
Yeah. Huh?
How many ex-wives?
I have 2 legal ones, and I just ended a 16-year relationship with a young lady. I've got 2 stents in my heart. I don't know how long I got, you know?
No kidding.
Well, what are you looking for? We had a guy in here earlier who could help you out.
I'm looking to be more than the guy that smashed watermelons. I want to.
Did you get the guy's number, this Jason character?
No, I gave him my number.
You gave him your number.
Well, he said he wanted to have some fun. He
Right.
could come to my show. We have fun
Absolutely.
at my show.
So you're worth what, $5-10 million?
No.
Oh.
Good Lord, Gallagher.
Well,
really
you're
got wiped
asking
out.
what I'm worth. I get, my wives ended up with a lot, and my kids got, some
Boy.
of the money.
No wonder you're angry.
I'm not angry. I can make it again. I'm
Any
gonna.
desire before you die to reconcile with your brother, your mother, if she's alive? Do you have any desire? Do you ever fantasize? You don't want
You don't
want to
see these people.
No,
You
I
really
want.
don't like them.
Well, what's the meaning? I have millions of fans every night.
Do your fans sleep with you every night? No. Will your
My
fans,
family didn't either.
Will your fans be there when you're sick?
Yeah.
Oh, they will?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
bring me their kids. They love me. I have
right.
a wonderful relationship with my fans because at 7 o'clock, I'm in the audience taking pictures and signing autographs.
So you
when
are full.
you
You're
walk
full.
in the door, I'm there.
What is it, Richard? Please. I was about to plug.
Well,
Gallagher.
I don't know if you've thought about this, but how do we know that this is the real Gallagher and not Gallagher's brother?
This is the real Gallagher.
Can he prove it?
I recognize him.
He is the real Gallagher.
Right. I have a college degree in chemistry and physics, and my brother didn't go to college.
Among other things.
Among other
If
All right.
you knew anything, you'd know this was
I'm
Gallagher.
convinced.
Believe me.
Hey, what I want to ask Gallagher? What did you think of when Chappelle's show did Black Gallagher?
Oh,
Did
I
you
thought
see
I
that?
was going to have all these black people at my show finally.
They never showed up.
No.
It's hard to get black fans?
None.
Zero.
None.
Gallagher?
Black people don't like to see things thrown at them.
I've had 2 black people at my show
Well, I
in
don't
my
like to see
entire
'em
career, and they were
smash-
both from Jamaica.
Really? They weren't
Yeah.
even real American blacks.
No, I like Obama.
Well, I don't like to see us smashing a watermelon either.
Well, listen, Gallagher, you're on fire today. It's
I am
clear. I
on
mean, you could do
fire.
10 hours here, but
I could.
Yeah, he's full
see-
of ideas. I did not realize.
And if Donald Trump was listening, take a meeting with this man. Maloof Brothers,
Why
take a
didn't you
meeting.
go out for Celebrity Apprentice? You would have been perfect.
Please, he doesn't need that.
They don't play fair. They were out on the street, and that guy from Kiss, he had friends come in and spend a lot of money and win the contest. That's not fair. That's not really using your business acumen. You're just winning because you have rich friends.
What
That's,
if your brother starts a Ron Gallagher family reunion resorts? He beats you. Let's say he hears your idea and he takes it and he starts his own family reunion.
I would
resort.
go and see that.
You would
I
go
would
see
be
that. All right.
impressed with
Okay.
him for.
What is your brother doing now?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. He's not in touch with anybody.
But I have a family of
He's got fans.
It's okay.
He
I
told you that.
understand. I
Why don't you back
understand
off,
that.
Robin?
I'm sorry.
Man will smash you over the head like you're a watermelon.
Well, I got some free. I hate it when guys have sissy rings. So I put farts and motorcycles on my website. They can download and put on their phone, so
The
their phone
ringtones?
farts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I hate
love
it
that.
when they go.
What's a sissy ring, for example?
Anything.
Terrible.
Any little song. What kind of
amenity?
I'm thinking of starting a website, balls to the walls, only guy stuff, no
Right.
chick shit.
I like you, man. I really always do.
You don't like these metrosexuals, do you?
Yeah, I see. You're manly. You don't care. Even
It's
your
why the
hairdo
world is
wild. You
screwed
don't-
up.
you
It's
don't-
because nothing is for sure anymore. What's the difference between a hard foul and a flagrant foul? Nobody knows. How much can you dance in the end zone? I tell these kids, pull your pants up. They don't even go over the pooper hole. Up is up all
Right.
the way.
I
You
agree
can't
with you.
run from the cops with your pants half down. This is up means up.
See Gallagher Friday night at the Blended Theater at Gramercy in Manhattan. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com. You've made so much sense here. It's sickening.
Too much.
That's right. Will the governor resign?
Yes, he's an idiot for not resigning quicker because they look further into the story. The longer it takes, you're supposed to get out of there. Every day they think of another thing that they
Gallagher,
Maria Bartiromo's saying, where'd he get the money? How much is he worth?
Who will be the next president? Gallagher, quickly.
The old man.
John McCain?
Yeah.
All right. How do you
the
know
other
that?
two, well, they're going to self-destruct. She's not a woman. He's not a black.
Oh, really?
No.
What do you mean?
If he was a black guy, he'd have a white wife. And if she was a woman, she'd have been pissed about what Bill said. Oral sex is not considered sex. There's old men. If they have oral sex, they're counting it as
Right.
oral sex.
You bet.
That was the beginning of the lies and the spoon.
See, he knows. He's out there with the people.
Go listen to this man. He has wisdom.
He has a lot going on. He knows
Hillary can't be president because after a state dinner, the men talk and the women talk. Well, the state dinner, she's going to have to talk to the guy after dinner. That's going to leave Bill with his wife. You don't want that.
Gallagher, you've said it all, and you've said it well.
Gallagher, sir. Yeah. You ripped basically every comedian from Letterman to Jim Carrey in there.
They're not really comedians. They're comic actors or hosts.
So what do you think really separates your act from theirs? Like what?
I'm going to go do a show tonight with dynamics that will have a beginning and a middle and an end and will entertain people to their face in reality. That's hard. They don't want to do it. That's why they kick down and get a talk show or a sitcom, because that's easier than this. This is the hard job. This is really being a comic.
So you think you're basically the real deal? You give a thorough, comprehensive comedy
I went to Idaho before I came here. I'm the only comedian in Idaho, I think. I've done 3 shows in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I don't think anybody's been up there. I was in Houghton. They have pasties. It's a bunch of meat in a bread thing. They bring it to me to smash. I was there for the snow festival. Who's going to go there in snow to Upper Michigan? Huh?
So you're really out there in the trenches. Is what
I
am. Now, you came here also to sort of bounce some ideas off of your advisor, Howard.
Yeah.
Were you satisfied with his reaction?
Yeah, he gets it. He gets it.
Now, did it give you a little bit further direction as he tweaked some of your ideas?
Well, I think they're going to call into the show, and that's what's going to make the ideas happen now. We're going to affect the world. I think radio is the best when it helps a community to be together, just like the internet does. It's a billboard, and you have to come up with the party ideas. You have to say, we're pitching a party. Would you like to come? Leave your name. And then they join in. That's what radio is all about. It brings people together.
And this place is truly the pinnacle of that.
Can't get any higher than Howard.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Gallagher.
Detroit.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Well.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to talk about Robin and the beating she took yesterday on the wrap-up show. I
didn't hear it.
I didn't either.
I heard none of it either yesterday.
I don't understand, these people, they're calling her names, they're saying the show would be better off without her.
Wow.
That's so far from the truth. The show would...
I've heard the show without her. It's not better. It's worse.
If you would listen to the show 3 days in a row without Robin, you'd realize why she's desperately needed here.
Yeah, they're absolutely wrong. Take it from me. I'm a radio genius. I know Robin is necessary to the mix.
She's the greatest. She's the best.
Now, let's see. A lot of people, in fact, said some stuff about Robin and her 2 personalities.
That I want more coverage on.
Robin, Howard has said many, many times that he's one person on the microphone and another person privately. He has gone to great lengths, and rightly so, to keep his personal life separate from his radio persona. Well, you're right, but I still feel I'm an integrated one person, that I show different sides of myself. Robin is claiming she has created a character on the air. I don't think I'm a character.
And it's hard for me to get out of character. Nobody's ever seen me around here out of character.
I've seen you off the air, and it doesn't appear to me that your character's any different.
Because I don't get out of character until I'm out of the building.
No, I've seen you for dinners and all of that.
But then I go back into character because
around me. Okay, well, fair enough. I've never. I'm shocked to hear she has a character.
So it's not just on the air; it's the characters around whenever you're with Howard.
The Daniel Day-Lewis of this show.
This guy writes, all women have a different work persona. They have to toughen up and put on a harder edge in order to weather adversity in business. Then they go home and they're more nurturing. Women in the workforce sort of imposes a schizophrenia on women. I'm sure lots of women in the workplace feel like they're playing a character.
Even Ralph said that one day that Jim was here, it was nice to see a different side of me. That doesn't come out when I'm here.
Well, maybe you should let more of that out. You want to know something, Robin? I'm going to tell you. I've come to the conclusion about radio and about what we do, and I spend a lot of time thinking about it, because really, what else do I have to do besides masturbate to Gina Lynn?
Yeah, you're trying to work your interactive
my interactive
porn.
Gina Lynn porn. And I really feel that the more of yourself you can reveal on the air, warts and all, and by that I mean even this.
I give you my warts.
No, even this softer side of you.
Oh, no, I'm not letting that
No,
out.
you want to know something that makes you more interesting on the air. In other words, it doesn't always have to be a hard ass.
I'd be crying all the time. What do
No,
you want?
you wouldn't. And if you cried, it would be fine. You know, seriously, I think I've been working on this, not always to automatically knee-jerk give you what you'd expect. I want to really give some thought into my answers on the air and even try to bring out sides of me that I was afraid to in the past. Right. Even at the risk of being called homo and faggot.
Which we do regularly now.
That's right. So I think it makes... In the same way that Rush Limbaugh is boring to me because he always is the defender of the Republican staunch hard line, it would be interesting to see, Rush Limbaugh agree with the Democrats once in a blue moon. It would be interesting to be something other than the expected thing. So
yes, but I have a role to play here.
Order to.
What is your role? What do you think your role
I'm not
is?
here to be all of me. I'm here to support you.
I see. In other words, you would always have to be in some sort of role because you don't want to get in the way of a bit.
That's
okay,
right.
Fair enough. This one defends Robin. Robin represents a huge constituency of the audience, educated women. She is a role model and probably the bravest person on the show. As a black woman, she honestly enjoys herself day after day, laughing off many of the things many women would publicly pretend to be disgusted with. She also expresses her opinion with confidence, is extremely articulate and witty. Her news is my favorite part of the show, and the give and take between Robin and Howard is the quintessential radio gold. No one should ever criticize her for living her private life exactly the way she wants to. She has taken abuse both personally and in the media, and it has made lesser folks crumble. Often she's been the brunt of focused criticism as a woman. She's frequently asked, how do you put up with that kind of misogynistic humor? The answer is she's a real person, like all the millions of women who have listened and laughed and enjoyed the Howard Stern Show for years. Many have accused her of being a hypocrite, but I find her very consistent in her walk and her talk. Oprah is a daily ambulance chaser and huge hypocrite, exploiting the stories of the poor and downtrodden so she can sweep in, throw money at the problem, and look like a superhero. Yet she is celebrated and seldom criticized for living an extremely extravagant lifestyle. No one dare touches her. She's a black woman who made it. Robin is real. I can only hope that in 10 years, when I'm her age, I look as good as Robin does. But I know I'll never be as cool. Robin, be whoever you want to be. You go, girl. You go, girl. That's what can I tell you? So there you are. All right. Since we're talking about Robin, let's play a game. The Robin game. And I'm going to ask the people in the studio now to help us with this. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the craziest, 1 being the least crazy, what do you find to be the craziest thing about Robin? Okay, you ready? I'm going to make some statements. Yesterday, Robin revealed on the air that she has an on-air character.
Well, Robin said that Robin is a character she created. That the Robin on air is not the real her.
Really?
Who said this?
Robin. What do you mean? What kind of? I think you're pretty much the same.
Are you sure
I've been
the Robin
around.
character wasn't playing
in
with
the
you?
sense that, you don't necessarily always feel like doing something, but you do it anyway because it's your job. So you show up and you don't, I'm not you. I'm not whoever I feel like on the air. I'm Robin.
What? The real Robin is an Asian woman.
Oh,
Robin, honestly,
what did Robin just say, Fred?
You're one of the most intelligent, articulate people I've ever met. I don't know what you just said.
Was that the real Robin, or was that the character Robin that was just addressing?
That was the real Robin explaining the character.
But why was real Robin here when the character Robin should be here?
Because real Robin feels like she can be Robin today.
No, I don't know about that.
Are you? Who are you today?
The fuck is she talking about?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is that, Fred?
3.
All right, Benji. I'm going to ask. I'm sorry, Benji. I don't want to go to you. Artie.
I agree with Fred there. That's especially those emails were very enlightening, which is odd from some women. And after those, especially 3, I agree with Fred.
All right, Gary, what do you say? Robin has an on-air character.
6.
Yes, the answer's 7. That's crazy. I mean, Robin is a woman who has, yes, many sides to her personality. She has not created any on-air character.
Let me put it to you another way.
All right.
Because you seem to be having trouble with this. Do you realize, and I've told you this before, you don't believe it because you never saw it, but I was almost at the point of having to leave the show. I was so ill.
Oh, please.
And every day I came
Physically
in here.
ill.
Yes, and I was this person, not that person.
I told you, 7, possibly an 8.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I think maybe character's the wrong word, but I get what she's saying.
I take on a forget.
All right, let's go number 2. There's a lot to get through. There's a lot to get through.
One more thing. Again, I could give you physical evidence of how sick
All right,
I
next
was.
thing.
I'm sure you were.
Robin claiming she was so ill she couldn't do the show. 1 to 10. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, boy.
It's a very dramatic story. 1 to 10. A 6. Fred.
That's same 6.
Yeah, I'm saving. I got more. I'm saving my big numbers for.
Fred, quickly, a number.
I think she really was sick.
You think she believes it? Yes.
I think she really was sick. No, I
you.
think she really was sick. I'll say 1.
Okay,
I'm going the other
Artie?
direction.
Look, I am almost at that point. 1. I mean, I don't think you don't believe someone could be so sick.
You're really at the real point. She was fine. The answer is a 5. Okay, let's go.
The answer. Who
Here is the next one. Yes, here is the next one.
Taking on a character.
Robin gives herself coffee enemas. On a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead. 10 is the right answer. Fred, what do you say?
While I was conservative in my other judgments, 13.
Yeah, all right. Artie?
I was waiting for this one to hit it out of the park. That's a 10er.
All right. Robin names the people that she goes out to dinner with and gives them a name. Girls' night out. Scale of 1 to 10. How kooky is that?
That's more like a 4. That's like a dopey chick thing than weird. I give it a
Dopey
4.
chick thing, 4. Go ahead, Artie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fred.
Yeah, 2. It's a chick thing.
All right, Artie.
It's about a chick thing or an effeminate guy thing like Jason. That's a 2.
I think it's an 8, and I'll tell you why.
Why? Chicks naming themselves do that all the time.
We
No.
created an organization.
I'll tell you why that's kooky. I go out with people all the time.
You don't throw
Naming,
fundraisers with
giving
them.
and that's
And
we'll get to that.
And that is when we decided we needed a name.
All right, fair enough. I told you it's an 8.
Ugh.
All right, I believe
was
this is
the name before the goodwill that you were about to do.
No. We were already well into the planning when somebody said your organization needs a name.
Okay.
All right.
Then, see, I stay with my 2.
I stay with an 8. Now, here is one.
Why don't you just get me locked up?
I'm working
Why
on it.
don't you just bring in the straight check?
This is my evidence.
We need you.
You're important in the show. Can't lock you up. Same with Artie. All right, here we go. Here we go. I believe this is one that really can be easy.
You've already got a 10.
Beautiful apartment in Manhattan, moves to Staten Island.
Okay.
Scale of 1 to 10. How crazy was that? And by the way, keep in mind, this is the woman who claims, well, I don't do anything for a man when I'm in a relationship. She moved to Staten Island because her boyfriend was in Staten Island. There's no reason on this planet anybody moves to Staten Island out of Manhattan, a single woman. Go ahead.
I was the one who contributed this one to the list. Totally an 8. You had the most beautiful apartment in Manhattan.
Yes.
And you moved to Staten Island.
And I thought I was having the rest of my
man.
life with somebody. It wasn't just.
But you didn't say that
guy.
at the time.
What?
At the time, you told. I remember exactly why you told me you moved to Staten Island.
That's right.
Because
you were less than truthful.
The Hamptons were too far away, and you wanted to have a pool.
I really thought I was just going to use the house on the weekends.
In Staten Island. That was going to be your weekend retreat.
You immediately became the first, second, and third biggest celebrity on Staten Island when you moved there.
All right, so Robin decides Staten Island is the perfect place for a summer home.
Well, it's
Scale
better
of 1 to
than
10.
Artie trying to buy another house right near his apartment.
We're not doing Artie now.
You took me out of that.
Artie's
And
crazy.
I'm so nuts, that wouldn't even make my list.
that wouldn't.
I talked you out of it.
All right, Gary,
You did,
1 to
okay.
10. Gary,
And I didn't do it.
Gary, 1 to 10. How crazy is it? 8. Fred.
I'll go with Gary on that one, 8.
Artie.
That's 7.
It's an 8.
Look,
It's an
I'm
8.
a city girl. Staten Island looks like the country to me.
Okay. Robin flies to L.A. to use a special blood machine for no medical reason.
10.
For no medical reason.
Easily a 10. I'm not even going to hear the rest of the opinions. We even determined that flying on the plane was more negative to your health than the actual blood machine.
Sure.
10, right, guys?
Okay, wait a second.
Absolutely.
See, what are you naming this group that you're just running?
Even
Boys night out.
even on airline websites that they say there is a detriment to your health.
Well, why
if that's
don't
even the right
the
word.
pilots just stop flying?
That's how they make a living.
Exactly. That's their job.
You're not. On the other hand,
So
you
they
are
should
flying to
risk
LA
their
for a
lives.
medical benefit when you're destroying your body on the plane.
I enjoyed it 100%.
It's like coal miners. They got black lung. It's not because they wanted black lung. They did it because they had to make a living.
It's
Fred,
like smoking.
on a scale of 1 to 10, is that a 10?
That is a 10.
Artie Lang, who knows something about illness, go ahead.
What
Is that a
number
10?
was Phil Rizzuto? 10.
10. All right, let's go. All right.
There's more on this list?
Oh, my God. Robin's diets. Master cleanse. Syrup and whatever.
Syrup, honey, and hot water.
Not honey.
Juice diet.
Maple syrup.
And the green and piss drink in the big jug. Go ahead, 1 to 10. How crazy?
That's more like a 7 or an 8.
Fred?
I'm not going a 4. I don't think it's that bad.
My sister and about 10 of her friends do that shit. So, out of respect to my sister, 9.5.
I'm going to say Artie is closer to the truth, and I'll tell you why. There is this willingness for Robin to go with any guru of the day and try these various.
But I don't think that's
these
uncommon
dangerous
with people.
things.
When people are desperate, they do desperate things.
Well, let me tell you something.
Look, I took advice from David Blaine. That's how desperate I was.
All right, it's a 9.5.
But he was already a rail.
All right, Robin masturbated with meat and vegetables. How crazy
Oh,
is
my
that?
God. I was a child.
I put that
Even more of the reason. Early craziness. Go ahead, Gary.
I put that low on there because A, she's a sexual being, and B, it was a long time ago.
But it's meat and vegetables.
Yeah, that's like a
please,
4.
you're saying like it was a steak. It wasn't a steak.
What was it exactly? So I can evaluate.
Was it a pepperoni?
It was
it cucumber?
a big sausage.
A sausage. I rest my case.
Okay,
6. Okay, Fred.
I don't know. That slightly turns me on. I'm going to say 1.
All right, Artie.
If you're a piece of sausage just waiting there to get bought, and every other piece of sausage gets eaten by somebody, and you're the one that goes in some chick's pussy, that's a lucky piece of sausage. I'm going to give that. I mean, human sexuality is crazy. But that sounds like an 8.
It sounds like a 9 to me.
8 or
A
9.
sausage.
Wait a minute.
A sausage.
You don't have. What else are you going to use?
Okay.
You're a kid.
Your finger.
The finger wouldn't do the trick.
Roll up a Life magazine.
You need that big a thing. The finger would not do the trick.
How about a rolling pin?
Yeah, I mean,
well, I see what you're saying.
big.
This is when you were young and there was no such thing as a dildo.
You're not going to some store. There's no store for you to go to.
What most girls use? A hairbrush, the handle of the hairbrush.
I didn't think of a hairbrush.
It wasn't big
thought
enough.
of a sausage.
It looked like a penis.
All right, I'll let you slide on that one.
Well, I have a question.
All right,
had a guy come on to her when she was in her sausage and veggie period, would he have stood a better chance at getting in your pants?
No.
Okay, here we go. The next one. Let's move on because there's a lot of them.
Because I had the sausage. No.
Robin changes her name to Ophelia. And as an author, she's Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Yeah, I thought that
Not
was.
Robin Ophelia Quivers as an author.
I believe you are.
See, there's 2 elements that makes that weird. That she insisted on all of that and then dropped it like 2 months later, like it never happened. So
Right.
that's like a 7.
7. Fred?
I'd be a
you guys.
hypocrite. 1.
Okay.
Never can take a joke.
Artie? That was no
not a
joke.
joke.
Why? I don't know that whole
How dare
story.
you?
It was so funny because everybody had 3 names at the time, and I said, I want to be a 3-name person. I'm
All right.
using
No, I
my middle
remember
name.
so you just picked Ophelia out of the blue.
No,
that's her name.
Her middle name.
Oh, it's your middle name.
She decided she wanted to be called Ophelia.
Well, it would have been crazy if I just picked Ophelia.
She wanted to be
6.
Robin Ophelia.
6.
A 6 is about right. That's right. 6 or 7, sure. I mean, come on, that's insane. To walk into your
Can
coworkers
we
and say,
do this with everyone here?
I demand to be Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Can we do this with everyone here?
All right, let's go.
I don't know if I can
quickly.
sit through mine.
Quickly. I don't need all the dissertation, just a number, okay? Here we go. Robin joins starts hanging out with witches and goes into the woods for a witch meeting.
I
She
did
denies
not
that.
ever go into the woods. I told you one of my friends was doing it. I never did.
You never joined them in any witches?
Never went
All right,
to the woods.
I'll give you a pass on that one. Okay, here we go. Next one. Robin buys a house with a swimming pool and can't swim.
Oh, that's huge.
Okay.
But I have
give
a
me-
boat and I can't swim.
Right.
Yeah,
What is
listen, that's like an 8 or a 9 because she went swimming one day and almost drowned.
that? Right.
That's like an 8 or a 9. That's
Right.
like
and then went back in the pool.
it's like Russian
I
roulette.
took swimming
Fred,
lessons.
8 or 9.
This is a hard one because Robin is wealthy, and wealthy people.
but
can,
she
Wealthy
goes.
people drown.
yeah. 7.
Art.
Art can't
6.
swim.
I mean, actually, I can, but 6. I don't think a lot of people have pools. That just,
All right, the next one was Robin bought a boat and a jet ski and still can't swim. So okay. All right, finally, Robin puts the giant picture of herself in the house.
That's
in the dining room.
It's for me. That's low. It's odd, but more like
It's a 3.
4.
It's a 3.
Yeah,
It's a 3. Okay, good. Fair enough. Okay, and here finally, Robin once kissed Stuttering John.
11.
Here we
11.
go again.
Fred?
I'm fucking nauseous when I
was
think of that.
coerced into it.
No, nobody is coerced into
Yes,
that.
he would not get out of my car. I was trying to go
come on.
somewhere.
You got to put that in a
He
big.
was like, unless you kiss me, I'm not leaving.
Wait, you got to put this in a bigger perspective.
No.
Robin didn't
That's
kiss her.
true.
Robin kissed an intern. She basically kissed her intern.
Right.
Stuttering John.
What is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh.
10 being the craziest.
8 or 9.
An 8 or
That's
9.
when he was an intern?
Yes.
That
Well, when
grosses
wasn't he an intern?
that it so grosses me out. 10.
Look,
Was it with tongue?
it was grossing me out.
Because I see him and he was sweaty and greasy.
Was it
and-
with a tongue?
No, I just went, "Bleh," and then he tried to stick his tongue in my mouth, and I threw him out of the car.
You know why it's a 1 for me? I'll tell you why. Because there were times I would have kissed him to get him the fuck out of my car.
You know what it was like.
The answer is it's a 7. All right, Robin, there you are. There
What
you
did
are.
we learn?
We learned that you might be crazy.
You had 2 unanimous
I
10s.
would have already. You didn't have to go through all this. I am crazy.
Oh, well, then why didn't you just say that? We could have avoided the last 20 minutes.
Now, Robin, all of the changes you've made over the years were sort of brought up in a game just now.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? Is that annoying to have it? You know, you've been analyzed pretty heavily lately.
But that's my life. I explain to people that I must be fascinating for some reason or other, because people are always paying attention and analyzing what I do.
Do you regret making the comment that you play different characters on the show? That
No,
you have?
I don't regret anything.
Do you agree with the crew's assessment of your different changes and?
Unless it's like in a movie, they always say that if you're playing a character well, you have some sympathy for that character, even if the character is Hannibal Lecter. You don't see yourself as the villain. So I still don't see myself as crazy because I know why I did all the things that they're talking about.
So it's almost like a compliment to you that you've played this character so well that they're intrigued by it.
They don't know me at all.
They don't know you like I know you, Robin.
Right. Like I'd like you to know me.
All right, Robin. You're a 10 in my book, no matter what character you're playing.
On the crazy book and every other book.
Every book.
Best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, this is Jason, and on Monday's wrap-up show, they furthered the conversation about how I was talking to Kevin Kraft about taking gay pictures of him for a gay website to make money. You know, people were saying that I'm gay for even saying that. I'd be willing to do it. Look, I'm in it for the money, but like, what's so gay about wanting to take a picture of a naked dude?
Jason Kaplan, you were a big highlight of today's show, starting with a page 69 item as your own little rag there comes back to bite you, I guess. Now, what is the deal with this photo shoot? I've heard conflicting stories, but the one that seems to be out there is that you were extremely eager and offered to take these photos, and you basically don't have a problem with it.
No, that is the truth. I would take the pictures, and I don't have a problem with it. But it was mostly joking around. We were sitting around. Kevin and I are friends, and I guess he gets all these emails from gay guys who are attracted to him. So I'm like, dude, there's an easy way to make money. Take some gay photos, put them up on the web, charge people $15 a month, and let's start making some cash. And then that gets turned into.
So that was it. I mean, the let's part makes it sound like you were offering to do this.
No, I said I'll take the pictures. I don't care. I really don't. I know Artie says I'm trying to prove how liberal I am or something, but I don't know. I don't see what the big deal is.
I actually know what's going on here for real. Jason get married in a couple months, and he's been telling me that the economy's really bad, that gas is a lot of money, that his fiance is like barely breaking even driving to work, and he said he might even go out and work an extra job just to make some money for the wedding. So I understand if he could talk Kevin into being a little gay, he could make some extra money for the wedding.
All that is true. Although I wasn't necessarily trying to. It wasn't like I came up with some brilliant idea and ran to Kevin with it. It was all just like.
Well, was this based on Was this based on Will the Farter's business model?
Well, that's what I kept using as an example. I'm like, dude, listen, if Will could get $3,000 a month for farting in his underwear on the internet, you could be fucking raking it in. I'm like, let's go, let's do this.
Now, Kevin, you thought Jason was joking, right? Kevin Kraft now joining
At first, yeah, for about the first 15 minutes it was going on, I thought it was a joke.
And then at what point did it get really creepy?
It wasn't really all that creepy. It just got to the point where I was like, all right, well, I made my mind up a long time ago that I would never do gay porn.
But it's not gay porn. Let me ask you a question. If you were on vacation, in Morocco, and you were walking around in a Speedo, is that gay?
Yes.
Case closed.
All right. If you missed it, here's how everything went down on the show. Number 3, Teddy.
Dude, take some pictures, throw them up on the web, make some money off it if you're going to do it. And then he's like, ew, I'm not going to do that. And I said, I'll take your pictures. I don't care.
You want to take pictures of him jerking off?
I don't know. I didn't say jerking off. I didn't say that.
But naked?
Dude, they're blowing the story out of proportion.
You really want to be responsible for taking naked pictures of him and starting him in gay porn?
Wow.
No, you really want anything to do with that? And why do you want to take gay pictures of him?
I don't want to. Forget it. This is ridiculous. No.
What do you mean it's ridiculous?
But you said exactly what Lisa said. You want to take.
Hey, I'm not denying the story.
If a guy said to me, "Hey, would you take naked pictures of me?" I go, "On what planet do you think I'm living?"
So was Artie the only one who had that type of reaction to what Jason was talking about? Because Artie seemed pretty skeeved by the whole thing.
Howard seemed pretty creeped out, too.
Howard
Howard seemed pretty creeped out, although he was taking it more the angle of, why would I do that to Kevin? Where I wasn't telling Kevin he needs to have a life in gay porn. I would just made a suggestion for a money-making website.
See, I didn't think that Jason was suggesting gay porn. He just suggested tasteful pictures that would cater to the gay community.
Right.
There are lots of ways out there you can make extra money. I could go join the mafia. I could sell coke.
But gay guys love you. Right?
That's their problem.
Jason's still pitching here.
If you sell coke, how's Jason going to see you naked?
Benj, how did you take all
they're
this?
all giving Jason crap, but he's going to get some great gay sex. And I think that's his goal. No, I agree with Jason. I who gives a fuck? Except there's so many ways to make money, like Kevin was saying, and there's so many projects that you could get involved with.
You got see.
This one has a built-in audience. It's already there.
There's a lot of things with built-in audience.
But the way this sorry, go ahead.
Like what?
Naked girls.
But they don't know any.
Well, that market's saturated.
I'm perfectly happy making my 100 pesos a week here at Sirius.
Again,
this wasn't show my penis.
This wasn't some giant business meeting Kevin and I had. I didn't come up with an idea and run to him with a proposal.
I don't even know how it came up.
Yeah, it just came up. I know exactly how it came up. We're sitting around the office with a bunch of guys, and you came in and said, "Oh my God, I just got another gay guy starts emailing me, wants pictures of me."
Hey,
That's how
were
it
you and
started.
Kevin the only ones involved in this discussion?
Well, we're the only two having the discussion, but we were in the office with Jim and Brad.
Jay, since you're up for the idea, what about if gay guys who listen to the show want to be photographed erotically by you?
Would I get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll do erotic poses and you'll photo them.
Define erotic.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't wanna,
erotic photography, like them playing with themselves, that kind of thing.
I wouldn't do gay sex. I wouldn't
just
do
a
like
solo shots.
Ass spread open. But if it's a dude standing there naked,
so there you got a business. You don't need Kevin.
I'm not looking for a business.
Wait,
Jason, the gay photographer?
Jim McClure here trying to. I know what's coming. Go ahead, Jim.
No, there's a couple of things. One, when we were in the office, you didn't seem really against anything. You were trying to convince Kevin that pretty much anything he did was stuff that he might do in his own. Like if he jerks off, he's sure you jerk off all the time. What's the deal with somebody watching you? You're not seeing them. The second part was we mentioned somebody else who we thought might have some experience kind of doing this, who used to work with us.
Well, who's that?
I don't know. As soon as his name came up, Jason's like, dude, we don't need anybody else involved in this. We can just do this. No need for outsiders in this. It's just us, man.
True, Jace?
Why split the profits with somebody else?
I agree.
Alan.
Simon and Garfunkel did an extra guitar player.
So, Jason and Kevin, what's the plan moving forward? Is this brought a halt to this business idea? Or
Well, Kevin put a halt to the business idea during the first conversation, so it wasn't going to move any further. So it's dead.
By the way, I already got emails and all these MySpace messages from people trying to convince me to do the gay porn.
Oh, you're leaving money on the table, my friend.
I'll happily leave that on the table. and my penis inside my pants.
You know, it's a funny thing because you know who sort of went through this on a weird level was KC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Casey did that photo shoot with with the weird German photographer.
Right.
But Casey did this cheesecake shot of him, with no shirt on, and then it was just like he started getting lots of letters from dudes in prison.
Well, hold on a second. We're all going under the assumption that Casey didn't know that was a gay photographer.
Well, that's the whole point. The point is, I think that sometimes people tell themselves things in order to make money,
Right.
and say, "I didn't know that guy was gay." But
Casey went to go get a glamour shirt and ended with his shirt off, a glamour shot, and ended up with his shirt off and his pants unbuttoned.
And his pubic hair
Yeah, his pubic hair hanging
That was the worst. The pubic hair was the worst.
I didn't know what happened.
So, Jason, taking that picture was gay.
What?
You were just saying he didn't know that was going to be a gay picture, but taking pictures of Kevin.
No, listen, it would have
and
been.
even saying, Kevin, I got the camera in the back. I got the nice camera, and you got the
Jim,
video
come
camera.
on. Most of that was joking around. Shut the fuck up. You're taking a
Not for
conversation.
nothing. In Jason's defense,
You
hold on,
bastard.
Jason. In your defense, I mean, he's been taking gay pictures for the past 2 years on the show.
Well, that's
so
what I said. Like,
I'd say get paid for it.
Everyone's like, well, how could you take a picture of a naked guy? And I'm just like, dude, half my pictures I have are of naked guys.
Sal, if you knew that you could sell pictures, say Jason took a picture of you with your pants out, you had your tool in your hand, and you could sell it to the gay community to make extra money, would you do that?
I'd put on a pair of goggles and gloves and start shooting.
No, really, would you do that?
It would be uncomfortable. I don't think I could stay in a room and watch a guy jack himself off. That would... No.
No, I mean the pictures of you doing that.
Oh, no, I couldn't. No, definitely not.
You just gave 3 answers to the same question.
I couldn't be on either end of the camera. I don't even know the question. I really don't. I have no idea what he just asked me.
He can't even plug in the camera. He's so upset by it.
I'm still thinking about that little prick that ripped me off from those songs. I mean, my head's spinning. What was the question again? Would I be the jerky or the photographer?
Would you be the guy who let Jason take pictures of you with your tool in your hand if you knew you could sell them online to gay guys?
No, I wouldn't.
Thank you, Sal.
Look at the stuff.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Ralph Sorella, you're back on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hi, Ralph.
Hey, I don't think I don't have a problem with Jason taking pictures. I don't think that makes him gay or anything like that. And he's just looking for a way to make money. But Jason's really a horrible photographer. Like, he doesn't take good pictures. Why would you want some guy taking bad pictures?
See, this is a bone of contention too, because what happens is Jason takes pictures and puts them up on the website, and then Ralph usually calls in to say what horrible pictures they are.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that everyone's cutting on Jason, and Ralph found a unique way to cut on him.
Right.
You're not gay. You're just bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, Jason's not there to be a photographer, so, it's not an insult to him and his talent. That's not where his talent lies.
Have you ever talked to him about how to be better at it?
Wait, Ralph, so saying Jason takes shitty pictures, is it an insult because that's not his day job? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's not a photographer.
First of all, saying I take shitty pictures.
He doesn't have a
little
good eye.
overboard.
He doesn't have a good eye for taking pictures. I mean, like
I take
sometimes-
horrible pictures. Like every picture on the website, they're horrible.
No, but
Artie's next book cover is going to be one of my pictures. You
Calm
bastard.
down, Jason. Because it's supposed to be funny and stupid and not look good. If it was supposed to look good, then he would have hire professional photographer.
Get another job. We don't do good enough.
Jason takes 20 pictures of a hot chick, and sometimes I'll go over to Howard's house, and when I'm not goofing on Gary, I'll say, "Hey, who was that chicken this morning?" And Howard goes, "Oh yeah, she was kind of hot. Let me show you some pictures." And he opens up an email, and it's got 20 pictures, and he's like, "I don't know, man. She looked good in the studio."
Jace, do you take offense to this?
No, not really. I don't care. I mean, listen. A, he's right. I'm not a photographer. I never went to photography school or had class or anything in it. B, I have about a minute and a half to take pictures in the studio after a chick's been in there. And C, I do think a lot of the pictures I take end up being really good.
Well, if you take he's much better with dick.
If you take 50 pictures, one might be good. But yeah, you should.
Yeah, well, that's called being a photojournalist, Ralph, and that's how I classify myself.
But Ralph, can you give Jason any advice on how? Like, have you ever spoken to him off the air?
I have. I spent the afternoon with him one day, tried to show him how to take better pictures of Howard and stuff. So
we set up Howard's shot, and now that's where I take pictures of Howard.
And now what?
I took your advice. It was good advice.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying you don't take advice. I'm just saying you're not. I don't think this is your thing.
No, well, I'm not going to open up a photography school after I'm done here. No.
You should be the website administrator and just get some photographer that takes the gay pictures of him. Kevin, why won't you do that?
What? Oh, Kevin.
What, you mean pose naked?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to disappoint my family that much.
Hey, it's John Hine, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, Ganji stopped by to attempt to explain the code of men, and frankly, none of us understand what the hell he's saying.
Matt in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Did you say Matt?
Yes, I did.
I wanted to talk about Ganji, that fucking loser.
Okay, what about him?
What's this man rule? How come I never heard about this rule?
The Code of Men?
Yeah, I mean, what is that gay shit?
Well, which Code of Men, Ganji's or Howard's?
Ganji. I mean, is he serious?
Had you guys heard that?
Well, what was-
Ganji's Code of Men?
What was his
speech?
code?
Something like, I don't know, 6 months he has to try and to get this girl to date him, and if she don't like him, then Audie's allowed to try.
Yeah, Ganji likened it to a slow burn, I believe he said.
See, the problem is there's a Code of Men, but there's no universal Code of Men. So every guy has their own code, and that's a problem because they're not. They're
not the code.
What's that?
That's not the code, though. I gotta say.
I mean, the only
code is like you don't fuck some guy's wife.
Exactly.
Or,
The code I know is you don't fuck a guy's wife. Even if a guy breaks up with a girl, you still don't date her if she's your friend. 2 guys never share an umbrella. Like, that's the Code of Men.
I thought it was like, if I can get laid, I'm doing it.
But really, see,
I mean, Audie goes and he brings this girl to Letterman, and that's a big thing. He could have brought 50 other girls, and he brings her, and fucking Ganji, he's a cockblock.
well, but Ganji could make the argument. You're right. He could have brought 50 girls. Why did it have to be that one?
And Matt, you could
Right.
talk to the man himself right now. Ganj, a lot of people are getting on you for your Code of Men and saying it's bullshit.
Why is it bullshit, Matt?
Because who are you to her? You're nobody to her. So what do you mark your territory? I mean,
No,
what is
I was nobody to her,
He
but
pissed all over her.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was nobody to her, but I was putting the moves on first. So listen.
What moves did you put on?
No, hey, listen, Matt. So this is how the scenario works out, right? You like a girl. You're trying to get something going, and you're.
Who, by the way, is living with a boyfriend. We
Doesn't
can't
matter.
forget
No, it doesn't
that.
matter. Just listen to the scenario. You like a girl. Who cares if she has a boy? So you're
Oh,
saying.
God.
So you're saying. You like a girl, whether or not she has a boyfriend, and your buddy comes in and goes, "Hey, I'm going to take her out. I have more money than you. I'm just going to take her out." You're cool with that?
In the situation that you're in right now, yes.
Why? What
The
situation
simple
am I
fact
in?
that you are nothing to. So you like her. So that means every girl
So
that you
put
like
yourself in the same-
limits to any other guy.
So put yourself in the same situation. You like a girl, and one of your buddies comes in and swoops her and tries to swoop her up. You cool?
You know what?
You good with that? You good with your friend?
Isn't that sort of what you were doing to this girl's
Are you
boyfriend?
good? Are you good? It doesn't matter about the boyfriend. I don't know. I'm not friends with the boyfriend.
But don't you agree that the
matter.
rules are a little bit different here because it's an on-air thing?
No, they shouldn't be. I mean, it shouldn't be. It's the same thing, dude. If anyone in this room who I would considered a friend told me in any way, shape, or form they were interested in a girl, I don't care if she came over to me and said, "I hate Gary. He's the ugliest guy in the world. I love you." I wouldn't give a shit because you're my friend.
Stop talking about Mary.
No, but yeah, but you know what I mean. Like my loyalty is to my friend, and there'll always be another girl. I'm not going to fuck over my friend. But to hook up and
I get what you're saying, but don't you think like nobody knew that you had this attitude before it all unfolded on the air?
Yeah, but-
and they're doing a bit of, like if Artie would have known this whole thing off the air, it probably would have never went down the way it went
definitely
down.
wouldn't have. Already said
But what
that,
I'm
yeah.
saying is the time span that it all happened was 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So from the time,
But it all
they
happened.
found
It all
out-
happened on the air.
Absolutely.
That's why I think it's a
Right.
little bit different.
But and every
Go ahead, Ben.
Sorry, every Howard TV chick that comes in, you're gonna have chance to lay claim to first.
I guess maybe, yeah. I don't know. No, because I don't deal with every single one of them.
Can
no.
you lay claim to more than one girl at a time?
Yeah, is it like Disney? Can you only do the fast pass for one ride, and then you have to
Yeah.
go on it before you can do fast pass again?
Where does that fit in the code, Ganj?
I wouldn't lay claim to more than one girl at a time.
Do you? But I mean, do you currently have a claim to anyone?
No.
You really
Currently,
don't?
No claims to anyone. No.
But what about the time that passes? Like, how much time needs to pass before this girl becomes free game anymore? Like, you say you like her.
Free game to anybody in the world, or free game to my buddies?
Either or.
Free game to my buddies is, hey, you come, you go. All right, I've already established that I liked her. Gary comes over to me and says, hey, dude, I really like her. Can I try? And then it's fine because we had a conversation.
But how much time do you think is appropriate to pass before Gary has that conversation with you?
A little time, just a little time. I don't know what that is. A little time. And Howard
Until
keeps
Ganji's
making
over
it.
it.
And Howard keeps making
Ganji
it like
finds
it's
somebody
6
else.
months. It was no way in shape or form 6 months. It's at best 2 months. at best, which is still bad, but it's not as bad as 6.
Do you still have claim to this chick?
No, I have no claim.
So
My
anyone
boyfriend
here,
has claim
like, you
to
wouldn't mind if anyone here really went for her?
No, Betcha, you can go for it.
I got a question.
What
for
about
you.
your ex-girlfriend?
That I have claim for, and I'd have a big issue.
How much
with.
time? I'd
have
you
a
guys
big
were together so long that there's no the time.
I'd have a big issue forever.
Chris in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning, guys. You guys are making it like too complex. Like Ganji's argument is terrible. That's what you do in 5th grade. Oh, she's mine. I liked her. Like you just can't do that. It's just so stupid.
All right, so simplify it for us, Chris.
Well, I don't know. Like what happened now? Like Artie just took her out. Went to Letterman. Like Ganji, who are you? You're fat. You're ugly.
What does that have to do with anything? So is Artie.
A lot.
Okay, what is your point there? That was the stupidest point ever.
Well, you make it. Shut up. You're making it complex. Like you guys are making all these like different analogies or whatever.
No, we're asking Ganji what the rules are. The Ganji's throwing it back at you and saying, "Well, what is the rule? What's the code?"
Yeah,
So you're saying Ganji?
It varies. Like it's survival of the fittest. Like you can't just.
So Ganji has no right to be pissed off at Artie. Or,
No, not at all.
All right, so let me see your girlfriend. Maybe I'll steal it from you.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. What's his name?
All right, thank you, Chris. Let's go to Jay in Michigan. Jay, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, Gans, man, what a pussy you are, dude. You should have shot your move on this chick a long time ago.
I agree with you.
You know, what's the deal? I mean, you knew she had a boyfriend. I mean, you should have just got her to give it up. If she wasn't going to give it up, then leave her alone.
Well, I think going into it, none of us had a chance personally. So I think,
Well, you can't be mad at
knowing
Artie.
that.
You know, she's free game. She's fair game for everyone.
Hey, Ganj, if the girl makes it clear to you that you don't have a shot,
Yeah, then it's
then the other guy should be allowed to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because you did that to me once, but
I did.
Yeah.
What I do?
What happened?
Do tell.
What did I do?
There was a girl.
Yeah.
That Benji
There's
liked.
been lots of girls I like that
Benji liked.
Yeah.
So
And then Ganji went
Ganji
after-
was aware that you liked them.
Yes.
And Ganji
Oh,
went after
I-
them anyway.
Yes.
No, because that was.
Uh-oh.
I know the person. I know what you're talking about, and we both started that around the same time. I mean, exactly the same time.
Okay.
You know.
So
But
Benji,
you wouldn't say you liked the person ever.
But everybody
No.
knew he did.
Yeah, but it was like, no, she's just a friend. No, she's just a friend. So in that case, if you've never said you
It's
liked
Doug's
them,
wife, so everyone.
But Ganj, did you know that Benji was sort of?
I would ask.
Forget
and
they didn't say it because
I would
Gary said
always-
everyone kind of
I would always
understood it.
ask, and he would always say, "No, we're just friends."
I don't believe that.
So no, absolutely. You said it for years and years and years. Till just recently are you finally admitting that you liked her? For years you said no, you never did. So I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, if he said at any point yes, then I would have backed off totally.
He didn't get anywhere with her. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't get anywhere. Anyway.
That's the part I want to hear.
He ended up in bed with her. That's what, and they cuddled, and that was it.
Hey, it's Sal, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, I came in here to explain my love of pee videos. And, of course, once again, nobody agreed with me, so make up your own minds. Check it out.
Congratulations on your song today. That went over very well.
Thank you.
And then you went in and talked about how you love when women get pissed on.
Well, you know, we all have our things.
You like the whole degradation thing, though, right? I mean,
it's hard to explain. I like that. I love that a woman would be willing to submit herself to that because, to me, that's a girl who is the dirtiest, filthiest pig you can find, and
right,
that's
a girl who likes to be degraded.
Yeah, a girl who likes it.
But Sal, I think he's making a point. It's not that she's willing to go that far if it pleases Sal. That's
right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
It's like a girl is willing to go to that level. Is she really that crazy and psychotic and horny, or is she doing it simply for the pleasure of her partner?
So which one turns you on?
Both.
and let me ask you a question. If you were single and you had a girl and she said, please piss on me and stick my head in the toilet, that would turn you on, but is that somebody that you want to bring home?
Or would you rather just watch?
I'm a spectator. You know, to me, it's a spectator sport.
See,
I can't. To me, if I had to pee on somebody, it takes too much work. You know, you got to get them in the tub. You got to make sure it doesn't smell when she's done. And then you don't know, I'm not going to kiss her after I peed in her face, and I'm not going to want to touch her hair or have her lay down on my bed, wake up with yellow streaks all over my pillowcases. So
very well thought out, by the way, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I remember, like, for me, you really hit the creep factor about 3 months ago, like well into the red, when you told me about your favorite porn clip of all time, which is that guy Rocco, who... What's Rocco's last name again?
Safridi.
Rocco Safridi. So he does these movies where he smacks girls around anyway, which is really creepy to start with.
Yeah, I don't like the smacking.
But the one that he's talking about is Rocco's doing his girl from behind, and he just picks her up and runs into the bathroom, and while he's still having sex with her, he starts sticking her head in the toilet.
It's great because his dick is still wedged into her twat, and he manages to pick her up and run with her like a football.
This is Savannah Rocco, right?
Yeah.
And
But I remember, like, I watched the clip and I go, wow. I guess it's almost like when people say that they're into like rubber and bondage and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I watch those clips and I go, I don't know, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get where the turn on was for a girl to have her head jammed in a toilet.
Me neither until I saw it. I swear. But I'm the guy watching. How about the girl who's actually doing it? You know what I mean? That's a lot worse than the person watching.
Don't deflect. She got paid.
That's true.
Yeah.
John in Michigan, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Sal, what's up, man?
Hey, baby.
Hey, if you and your wife actually got divorced, and you're talking about all this stuff about how you like to watch videos about girls getting pissed on and all that type of stuff,
Yeah.
if you and your wife actually got divorced, would you actually want to date a girl like that, dude?
No, but I wouldn't mind. Like I said, it's just convenient and simple to watch it on video. You know what I mean?
Sal just sort of answered that, I think, too.
Yeah. I mean, if you're watching the Hulk, you don't want to be actually on it. You don't want it to be a live event. You don't want to be on that street when he's smashing cars and flinging them at buildings, as exciting as that might seem. It's just much more convenient to watch it and enjoy it from an entertainer's perspective.
Do you guys really think
hold on. The girl that getting pissed on, she's an entertainer?
She entertains me. It's adult entertainment.
Do you guys really think it's that big of a deal?
No, they're making that.
No, it's gross.
I went to a bar with 6 guys a few weeks ago. Irish Times, great place out in Holbrook. And I'm hanging out with 6 guys, and they were telling me how they were talking about pee videos, how they jack off to pee videos. And one dude goes, "That's disgusting." And all 6 guys looked at him like he was a homo. It's almost like they outed him from the group because one dude thought jerking off to pee videos was wrong.
So based on your 6 guys at the Irish pub in Holbrook,
Irish Times,
you've now decided that's your straw poll. That because I heard you say today that the peeing thing is very big with guys now.
It is from at least the people I meet.
Yeah, the 5 guys you met at this pub.
So that's where statistically speaking comes from? That's your sample size?
No, I go to MovieMonster.com, and I've noticed that the piss videos have increased tremendously. The volume.
Probably based on your viewing.
Maybe, I don't know, but
pee is what shit was in the 90s.
The catalog of pee has gone up tremendously on that website. So I'm assuming it's a big market.
Listen, if you absolutely love a girl, and she's like if your wife said to you, "Listen, I've always been embarrassed to tell you, but it turns me on to be peed on."
Right.
Would it really freak you out that much?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to think that I knew the person that I married didn't like to be peed on.
And would that end it?
No, I'm just not going to pee on her.
Well, Gary, you like teen anal. But you do. I mean, I'd rather have a 40-year-old woman pee on a 40-year-old woman rather than jacking off to somebody who was where it's borderline pedophilia.
It's not borderline. First of all,
teen anal. What? 13?
No.
14?
You know what the girls are in those videos? They're 30-year-old girls wearing plaid skirts.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're I'm watching underage porn. That's
I don't know, but Gary, but that's what you're imagining. You're imagining teens.
I don't know that I'm imagining 12-year-olds or 13-year-olds.
Well, 13, that
teens could be 19.
I know, but I'm saying, okay, but that's your fetish, and I respect that.
It's not my big fetish, by the way.
Teen anal.
I joked around that I watched it a couple of times. It's not what I live for.
I don't live for pee videos
Oh,
either.
yes, you do.
No, they're just part of my repertoire.
Listen, I don't go to like some teen something website, but you live on pissmops.com, which is a peeing website.
All right, let's talk to Tom in Tempe. Hey, Tom.
I don't get it.
Hey, guys. Sal is like a car wreck. You know, you don't want to really see it or hear it, but you got to look at it. You're a mess, dude. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
I don't get it. If I go to a comedy show this weekend, I'll have 17 guys at the bar saying how much they love pee videos. It's just something. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm the only idiot that's saying this on the air, and every guy right now driving his car is saying, "Sure, I've jerked off to a pee video here or there." And I'm completely right. And I'm only guilty of being honest.
Do you believe that? Do you think everyone driving around is saying, yeah, of
Not
course?
everyone, but I'm saying that.
What percentage would you say?
1.
All right, let me ask you, Tom from Tempe.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a P video and enjoyed it?
I've never actually seen a P video, no.
All right. I'm saying he's lying, and I'm saying 85% of the men who listen to the show probably have done it.
What, have watched it and enjoy it?
Maybe not. I would say 85% have seen a P video. I would say 65% have probably masturbated to one.
You totally just made that number while we were talking. You remind me you like in the Manchurian Candidate. 57 people are in the Communist Party. You just make shit up as you go along.
It's my assumption. I'm not making it up. I'm guesstimating. Guesstimation.
Even when you're doing the whole rap about being at the comedy club and 17 guys are coming to talk to you about it, crunch the numbers. How many people do you think are in the club? 200? 250? So if the 250 in the club, 17 came up to you, what's the percentage of that?
It's almost
okay,
10%.
It's the only 17 that are willing to talk to me.
No. And how many of them you think are coming to talk to you to make it sound like they, you know?
Well, it's their cup of tea. If you're listening to the Howard Stern show, you don't care. You're not necessarily. You don't give a shit about what Judd Apatow is doing, or that's a very, very bad example. I'm saying if you're listening to the Howard Stern show, you don't necessarily care about Paris Hilton or these. Awful things that you have to talk about. It
has nothing to do with this.
Are you assuming? Are you assuming that, or are you making that up?
No. I'm saying that it's more the nature of Howard Stern. Howard Stern's been playing piss videos for years over the air. The German
most of them are contributed by you.
The gag factor videos. The pussy fart videos. It's entertaining, and I think that's what the fans like to a certain degree. So we have a common bond when I go to the shows.
Again, I think that there's no way to know what the number of people who are into urinating videos are. I think that you're making up a number. And I also think if somebody comes to you and said, I heard that clip on the show, it made me laugh, doesn't mean that they're sexually aroused by it.
And I agree.
Is Richard into piss videos?
He's seen some, but he doesn't get off on it. But he would be the 85% that is viewed. He's not the 65% that have enjoyed themselves.
Right. John, in your 80 BJs, no chick ever asked you to pee on her?
No, and it wasn't 80.
I've never even been close to the whole peeing thing. I don't think I've ever known somebody that wanted it done, and I don't think I've ever wanted to do it.
Look to your left.
Or look on Greg's list.
Greg's list?
Craig's list?
What's up, guys? It's Teddy on Thursday's wrap-up show. The slumbering giant that is Artie Lang was arisen. We woke him up to discuss his little nap during the Carly Simon interview that he missed. So check it out.
And a gentleman who just recently awoke and taped something for Channel 9 now joins us, the great Artie Lang. Are you well rested, Artie?
Yeah, God, I wish you guys would have woke me up. I woke up and I was crazed. I was like, whoa, who won the gossip game? What was the fake story?
Artie, how long do you think you could have gone if someone didn't get you up?
Oh my!
Were you like out?
I'm gonna go home now and sleep till I fly to Dallas tomorrow at noon.
But were you out when they woke you up?
I was out.
And you didn't hear anybody stirring around outside or anything? Because people were like going in and out. And
no, after a few minutes, I was gone. That's a comfortable leather chair in there.
Yeah, that's where I usually sleep when I'm taking a nap during the day.
Yeah, but what's the germ?
I don't know.
Count on that thing. I mean,
I got to tell you, you know what? All jokes aside, rare instances I need to take a nap when I have to do something in the city. Maybe I sleep in there like once every 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my own sheets and my own pillow.
Yeah,
I'll put them in my closet.
I think I'm going to have to carry full sheets and pillow for this. The next time I do this bit.
Now, you kicked Kathy Griffin out of there, right? Is that what happened?
That was so much fun.
She was mad at me, too.
Oh,
she goes, are you throwing me out? I want to watch Carly Simon. And I said, I've got a monitor in my office. She goes, yeah, and I got a fucking Emmy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, tell her this, to buy a radio and listen to the replay this afternoon.
Well, she goes to me, is Artie okay? I'm like, yeah, he's tired. No, is he okay? I'm like, he's fine. He's just a little bit tired.
John, don't lie to Kathy Griffin for me.
Hey, anything for you, Artie. You know that.
No, that was funny because I was just like, yeah, get out.
You weren't going to crash on the floor when Carly Simon came in? You thought that might be a bit distracting?
That would have been hilarious. You see, the best part about this is how much Howard genuinely laughs at the fact of how big of a mess I am. He was laughing so hard when that song, as I was walking out, first of all, that song kills me. My favorite Artie song is his name is Artie. that was playing because it just makes me seem like such a buffoon. And I heard that playing on the air, and that was making me laugh. And like Howard's face was red with laughter, you know. But listen. I really needed sleep. What was I going to do? He was trying to decide between how funny it would be for me to be laying there and would it insult Carly Simon.
And you know what?
He was playing that in his head, and I think he figured out to get her mad.
And you have you heard anything about the Carly interview?
No.
It ended up being unbelievable. If you were in there, it probably would have wrecked what was a really amazing interview.
Sorry, Gary.
No, just saying. I'm saying he made the right call. I'm saying he made the right call. But you haven't heard anything about the interview?
What have I wrecked in the past?
No. Artie, I didn't mean to insult you there.
The Luke Wilson interview with.
You mean if he was sleeping, she wouldn't have opened up as much?
Yeah, Gary, you don't see how it's insulting saying if Artie was in there, the interview wouldn't have been that great.
No, not if you were in there. If you were in there sleeping.
Oh, well,
that's what I meant. If you were. Oh, I'm sorry. I've said if you were laying on the.
I'm kidding. All right.
If you were laying down there sleeping, she wouldn't have opened up.
What did she say?
Well, her and James Taylor have not spoken to each other in 26 years.
Wow.
And it's really uncomfortable, and she really wanted to talk about it. And then Ben, her son, who was in the band, they talked about how weird it is for them, and they were both talking to Howard. They wouldn't talk to each other, but they were talking to each other through Howard.
Wait, so they're not? They have issues too? Her and the kid?
Carly and Ben talk to each other, but she doesn't know how to get a hold of James. She has no way to get a hold of him, and she thinks it's weird. She wants to communicate with James, but he won't talk to her. But she'll never talk to Ben about it.
26 years.
26 years,
and he has a regular relationship with the both of them, the kid?
That's right.
Carly talked about going to their daughter's wedding, and since it was James Taylor's house, she had to use the porta potty. Like, she couldn't get anywhere near him or the kids. I mean, it's bad.
Who's the Vane song about? Did you get that?
She told
Howard.
She did?
She did. She told Howard off there. He won't tell anybody, but we'll try to get it out of him.
Oh, he's going to tell Robin in a week, apparently.
Yeah.
As long as she agrees not to tell Florentine.
Wow.
Yeah, because then Florentine could tell us on the USO tour.
Why do I hate that I care about it?
Ryan in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Ryan.
What's up, Artie?
Hey, man.
Hey, real quick, you noticed that when Artie was falling asleep, like, it seemed like Robin, like, jumped right on it and called him out that he was sleeping on the past few days. And I bet you if Robin had her choice, that Artie might not even be on the show. Like, it seems like she's very annoyed about that. What do you think?
Robin, I think it's interesting, the dynamic between me and Robin. Robin gets annoyed with me sometimes. I don't think because she doesn't like me. I think because she's just annoyed that, I treat myself so badly, maybe. I don't know. And
right.
She's, the healthiest person in the world now.
Like you guys are polar opposites? I mean...
Well, yeah, but yeah, I noticed that too, man. I mean, you're right. It was like, oh my God, it's been every day now. It's like a teacher yelling at you. Yeah, he fell asleep yesterday, and this is ridiculous. So,
well, keep sleeping, Artie. I think it's hilarious. It's great.
Well, look, this is a character I pitched years ago. They wouldn't let me do it.
Eric in Mount Vernon, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Eric.
I just wanted to grill Artie a little bit. I'm like that crazy bitch that was on earlier. I'm also a recovering addict. I wanted to see, maybe you guys, I know you got some cameras in there. I've never seen Howard 100, but maybe you could get like a zoom in close up on Artie's pupils, or if he's bringing in like some chocolate bars, or if he's drooling on himself, nodding out.
Yeah, that'll be great. Can we do that?
Wearing long sleeves. I mean, give him some sort of check over. Because it's like, it would be nice if the sleeping thing was preconceived, then it'd feel like at least we're being entertained because Artie's an entertainer. But I sort of feel like, maybe I'm being entertained because Artie's secretly, shooting the smack.
Artie, anything you'd like to tell Eric from Mount Vernon?
As long as you're entertained, dude. I mean, what does it matter? You're laughing at me or with me? I agree I'm not the healthiest guy right now. I could use a few sit-ups. I don't know. I should join some sort of gym. But right now, I'm just having fun, man. Just drinking beers, smoking weed, snorting H. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eating cheeseburgers.
So you're prepared for your big overseas trip?
Yeah, man. What? I'm starting to get worried about that. By the way, I don't think I'm going to make it. My will is in order. Teddy's getting nothing.
Excited to be down here on the Stern Show. We're going to talk about my book today, hang out a little bit, and shoot the shit with Howard.
So you excited to be on?
Oh, yeah. It's
Big
fantastic. I listen to him all the time. He is the king of satellite radio, you know?
I'm excited. Don Felder's here. He just wrote a book about what it's like to be in the Eagles and then get your ass kicked out of there. Yeah. That's got to be a come down. Pretty amazing story, actually, and I'm very curious about it. There's the guy right there.
Yep, there he is.
There he is. That's the guy. In person. How you doing,
but
man?
Maybe it's good to be able to get the Eagles money without having to be an Eagle.
Hey, that's the idea. You know?
There you go. Now you're
it's a wonderful thing.
Now you're talking.
It's a lovely, lovely thing.
Well, a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, too. I was actually doing a radio interview up in Calgary a couple of weeks ago with a guy that's a huge kind of radio talk show host up there.
Right.
And he said, when you see Howard, tell him he is definitely the king of
that's
satellite
nice.
radio.
That's nice.
And
What's that guy's name? Do you even
His
remember?
name is Dave Rutherford.
Dave. Well, thanks, Dave. That's nice to say.
Yeah, absolutely right. So,
you know, the one thing before we get into the outrageous history of you and the Eagles, I love that video. They show it still on VH1 every once in a while, where of course it's the live Hotel California, and you and Joe Walsh are standing there like rock gods.
Sure.
And you're playing that duet, you know, the instrumental part, and you kind of lean into Joe during that, and you tell him something that cracks him up during it because he starts laughing. And I always love when musicians talk to each other on stage. It's kind of cool.
You wonder what they're talking about.
I've heard you reveal this, but maybe now you'll do that for my audience. What do you lean in and say to Joe Walsh to cause him to laugh during Hotel California?
Back in those days, we used to do a lot of drugs, and people would walk around with reminiscence glistening on the tips of their nose. And so if you had that on your face, somebody would say, hey, you're showing.
Right.
So we're in the middle of filming this. This is pre-VH1 and pre-MTV, and we're actually filming this so we can send it over to Japan and Europe and whatnot, so people can see what this is about, which was the way you promoted stuff before you got on MTV.
Sure.
So in the middle of filming this, I just lean over to Joe in the middle of that solo and go, you're showing.
He had a big Coke booger, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
He didn't really. It was just a joke.
And Joe laughs, of course. So
Joe.
there is the secret. There it is. That is what it's revealed.
You know, that story's cooler than I thought it would be. That's great.
Artie needs Coke now. You were a member of the Eagles from 74 to 80, and I didn't even realize you weren't an original member of the Eagles. They brought you in to, I think, kind of rock things up and cool it up a little bit, because the Eagles were more like a country band almost. And then they brought you in, right? You were the guy they figured could make them rock and roll.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, they were playing, Take It Easy and Peaceful Easy Feeling and those sort of songs.
Yeah.
Great songs, but really kind of country oriented. And AM radio in the 70s, you had to have a special format. It had to be 3 minutes long. You had to have an intro that was under 30 seconds so the DJs didn't have a long time to talk before the singing started. And everything that was on the radio was either rock and roll or R&B.
So it was very calculated on the part of the Eagles. And when I say the part of the Eagles, I mean, Frey and Henley.
Fry and
Henley. It was really sort of brilliant on their part to say, we need a guy who can make us even more acceptable to the rock and roll world. It'll make us a bigger band.
That's exactly
So it was
right.
smart to bring you in.
Now, how did they find you? I mean, why you?
Yeah, why you and not
I keep
me?
asking myself that question every day. Why me?
Why you?
Well, one of the guys that was in the band, original member, was a guy named Bernie Ledden, and he was a brilliant guitar player. If you listen to the first couple of records, he was a brilliant bluegrass and electric country music guitar player.
Right.
And Bernie and I were actually high school friends when we were 15 and 16 and had a band together in Gainesville, Florida, where we grew up.
Right.
And Bernie left Gainesville and moved back to California and was in the Flying Burrito Brothers and a few other bands, and finally wound up in the Eagles. And so when he would come around to different cities that I was in, we'd get together and I'd go backstage and hang out and play with them and just say hello.
Right.
And I wound up seeing them in Boston, I think at Boston University or something, in '71 when they were opening for the Yes.
Right.
So they were just starting out at the time. I went back and saw Bernie and my buddy and hung out, and we played backstage, and Glenn and everybody was there and kind of saw me and went, wow, that's great. And Bernie kept calling me to get me to move out to L.A. He said, the music business isn't happening in New York, it's not in Boston, it's in California. And in those days, in the 70s, it really was. That was the California sound. So eventually I took his advice and moved out to L.A. in my U-Haul trailer and my 65 Volvo, and got a couple of jobs out there working for Crosby Nash, beating Stephen Stills, playing.
So you were really connected. I mean, you knew a lot of guys. You knew Crosby, you knew Nash, you knew you knew a lot of the big acts, right?
I did. It was funny before I met Bernie, the guy that was in my band in Gainesville was Stephen Stills when we were 14 and 15 years old.
Wow.
We had a little band
How did
together.
you know Stephen Stills? I mean, I think he's a genius, Stephen Stills. Am I right on that?
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
You met him when you were 14, and didn't you hang out with the Allman Brothers when you were a kid? How do you know all these
Where
guys?
were you? You're like the Zelig of music.
I was in the shittiest part of town.
Nobody was where you were.
No one hung out where I was.
Well, it was Gainesville, Florida. I don't know if there was something in the water or what we were smoking in those days, but everybody kind of wound up being friends together.
Isn't Tom Petty from there?
Yeah, he was one of my guitar students. I taught him early on.
Wow. You taught Tom Petty how to play guitar?
Yeah.
Does he thank you every day for that?
Well, I think he mentions it in his articles now, and that was so funny.
Every time he gets laid, he should thank you. I mean, come on. Another brilliant guy that you hung out with. Wow. You taught Tom Petty how to play guitar. You mean he took guitar lessons from you?
He took guitar lessons
from you. He paid you to teach him how to...
exactly.
No kidding. Was he a brilliant student? Did you say to yourself, geez, this is some kid?
No, he wasn't a great guitar player, but he was fantastic on stage. He had this charisma. He had this long, straight blonde hair, and he'd flip his hair and shake his hair.
Yeah, but did you ever say to yourself, here you were, I guess you're older than him, that you were his guitar teacher.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Did you ever say to yourself, gee, maybe I ought to hook up with this kid and start a band with him?
No, I had my own band. I was working with Stills. He was a couple of years younger than me, so, you know, he was still a skinny, kind of buck teeth, scraggly hair.
Wow.
Well, now that I think about it, he still looks like that.
I was going to say, you're describing him now.
I mean, how much did you charge Tom Petty for a guitar
I think
lesson?
it was $3 an hour.
$3 an hour.
But I didn't. I was working.
I was going to say, what do you charge today? I mean, inflation has...
I was working at this music store, and I didn't really get paid cash. I got paid credit on this store account, and I would save up my money so I could buy strings or chords or a guitar or something like that.
Did you ever imagine that you would be something bigger than a guitar teacher? I mean, it's such a lucky business, right?
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's crazy.
I've been so blessed to be able to come from such humble means where I grew up on a little dirt road in the Palmetto fields of North Florida.
Imagine if you said to Tom Petty when you would teach him, you said, listen, schmuck, I'm not going to charge you. You just give me 1% of your career if you ever take off.
I should send him that. Say, you know, I'm entitled a percentage of what you make because I started you off.
How many years did you teach him?
Well, I was there for about 1.5 years or 2 years in town before I left.
No kidding.
Yeah, once Bernie left, I put together another band and actually moved to New York and worked here in New York, lived down on Horatio Street when it was actually the meatpacking district before it was so cool.
Did you have credentials as a guitar teacher? In other words, were you you're able to read music and you're able
I taught myself.
You taught yourself all that?
I exchanged lessons in this other school of music. This guy named Paul Hillis had gone to the Berklee College of Music and came back to Gainesville and opened this little music school. And so he taught me to read, taught me music theory, composition, and that sort of stuff. So every hour that I would teach his guitar students, he would teach me music and theory. So it was because I had no money. I couldn't pay for anything.
Of course not. You were hanging out with Stills, and you were hanging out with these guys, Allman Brothers, all these guys.
Yeah.
And yet, the Eagles are the ones that figure out, let's put this guy in our band.
Sure.
I mean, this is the guy.
Yeah.
And they figured that out. Why? What had you done that was so remarkable to them that said, man, this is the guy that can make us go to the next level?
Well, every time they would be at rehearsal out in L.A., when I was in town, if I wasn't out on the road working with somebody, I would go in and just hang out at their rehearsals, sit in and jam with them and play with them. And
So you helped them write music?
No, I didn't help them write music then. We would just jam. Just
jam.
Kick around and have a good time and
they
kind
said,
of
this
get
is the
off.
right, this guy's got the right vibe for us.
Yeah, and we were exciting, and, you know, it was just fun.
And they offer you a full partnership in the Eagles.
That's
in other
correct,
words,
yeah.
you were a full partner. When I say that, some bands, let's say, have one or two guys who write the songs and stuff, and then they have members who don't get a full partnership. They get paid well, but they're employees.
Correct.
But you were a full working partner.
Yeah.
Like you signed a contract with them. And
That's
you said,
right.
look, I'm a full-fledged member.
Uh-huh.
If they hadn't made you a full-fledged member, would you have backed out and said, this is probably not for me?
Well, no, at the time I received the offer to come in and play on this session, I just went in to play with a bunch of friends of mine in the studio, and I played slide guitar on this song called Good Day in Hell.
Right.
And I got a call the next day asking me to join the band. And I, at the time, was actually being Stephen Stills with Crosby Nash. I was playing Stephen's parts, ironically enough, with that band. And my wife was pregnant with our first kid. And
so you were a married man with a pregnant wife, and things were about to really change in your life. You're about to be a member of the Eagles.
Yeah.
Did you go berserk when you became an Eagle? Did you cheat on your wife? Did you have multiple sex partners? Did you constantly bang?
They gave him those with the contract.
Yeah, that all came with the territory. You know? Yes,
really? Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. You know, I was raised, like I said, in very humble means in the South. I was dragged into church, into Sunday school from the time I was old enough to remember, with my mother, and had a really religious upbringing. And then when I joined the Eagles, I was drugged and I was drugged into sin and all sorts of promiscuity.
Right.
My whole life and everything changed.
Right.
Did
you become a drug addict?
I wasn't addicted to drugs.
Right.
I did more than my fair share.
What was your thing? Coke?
Coke, yeah, absolutely.
No heroin?
No, I never did heroin.
No, just
I didn't
Coke,
like pot a whole lot. No,
just Coke.
Just Coke, and I
Coke
drank
would
a
do.
little Remy Martin to take the edge off, you know. But other than that,
The band was fueled by Coke back then,
yeah,
right?
everybody was. Yeah, doctors, lawyers, musicians.
Everybody was high.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, you even say in your new book that you hung out with Keith Richards a lot, and you found him. You thought he was dead in a room, right? But then it turned out you saw him on stage that night and he was alive. But you
I was going to say, please tell me he really doesn't take drugs. That's an act.
You literally thought he was dead, right?
Well, yeah. All I saw was a foot sticking out of his bathroom
Wow.
in his bedroom there, and I this kind of pale gray glow about him, and I went, oh no, I hope I haven't been the one that discovered him. You know?
Yeah, you don't want to go down.
Yeah.
What were the circumstances? A party or something, or pre-show?
It was after show, post show, yeah. And we were in Kansas City. As a matter of fact, we weren't playing with them or opening for them or anything. We just happened to be. They were playing one night in Kansas City Stadium, in the Chiefs Stadium, and then we were playing some other gig, and we wound up being on the same hotel where they had the top floor with all their gorillas as security, and we had our next floor down with our guys. And our road manager, Richard Fernandez, used to know and be friends with their road manager at the time, said, hey, you want to go up and meet these guys? And I went, of course. You kidding me?
Rolling Stones.
You bet. You know, to me, that was a huge honor. This was like, 75, I guess, 76, something like that. And so we went up, and we went walking down this hallway, and the doors to the presidential suite were open at the end of the hallway, and this music was just blaring out of it. Keith used to carry this roll-around studio that had like an old reel tape recorder and an amp and a bunch of cassettes and stuff, and J.B. Lansing monitors in it. So it was just pumping coming out of his thing. And this guitar was laying down on the floor, this electric guitar just going, it was like, just playing itself. And we walked in and I went, that's kind of odd. And we started walking around with the road manager going, Keith, where are you? And we walked in the bedroom, and I turned the corner, and there was this foot sticking out of the bathroom, and we were promptly kind of whisked away.
Could you believe you went from being this poor kid to all of a sudden hanging out with Keith Richards and these bands, and you're in a huge band yourself? You must have pinched yourself. I mean, it must have been
weren't huge
unbelievable.
when you joined them.
No, they weren't. We were just a bunch of kids in ripped jeans and T-shirts. Our gigs, we would drive rent-a-cars ourselves around, and we'd fly coach in the back, and we played like university campuses, and really until one of these nights, and especially when Hotel California kicked in, is where we really jumped up to stadiums.
And you wrote the song Hotel California.
Yeah,
right?
I wrote a large part of it, yeah.
You wrote the music for it?
I wrote all the music for it, yeah.
You walked in one day and you said to the Eagles, hey, I wrote this song, Hotel California. I don't even know if you had a name
Got
for
this
it.
music.
Yeah, what was the riff that was going through your head? Just the...
Well, I just remember that one day I was kind of sitting on this couch in this rental house that I had on the beach in Malibu. My youngest son was playing out in the sand.
Yep.
Kind of the California summer sun was glistening on the water. I had on a pair of cut-off shorts and was just got out of the water, and I was sitting there just playing acoustic guitar, and kind of out came that introduction, and I played it and played it and played it about 4 times, and I went, I've got to go record this before I forget it.
And when you're having that, do you go to yourself, I think this is a huge moment, but you
know,
no,
it just sounded like a kind of a nice progression. I went back and recorded it on a tape recorder, and actually I was working on the songs for Hotel California, and I had like 15 or 16 other songs, and so I threw that idea down and went back out and jumped in the water, and then about 4 or 5 days later I came back and started listening to that reel of song ideas, and I went, I'm going to finish that one. That sounds like a good one. And I had an old Roland Rhythm Ace, which was this funky drum machine that piano players used to play in these bars, and it had a cha-cha beat and a samba and all that stuff.
And you hit the drum beat.
I found the closest one to it and then laid down a bunch of guitars on it and played a bass part on it and pretty much wrote almost identical what's on the record, the 76 record, with the exception of a few guitar solos on the end. So
why do guys who have a gem like you're writing probably the biggest song the Eagles ever had, why the hell do they get rid of you and throw you out of the band? Now, okay.
Because, it sounds like you were all getting along and enjoying each other at the beginning.
That was the heavenly part.
Mhm.
You know, the book
in the beginning
of Heaven and Hell in the book.
When's it go bad? Because when the success hits to Frey and Henley, I know
Fry.
Fry, whatever the fuck his name is. Fry becomes a control freak, right?
Well, you know, what happened is when the band was first joined, even before I was in the band, when it was first formed, everybody had been sidemen behind Linda Ronstadt or behind this person. And when they got together, they said, we're going to be equal partners. We're all going to write songs. Everybody's going to sing 2 songs on the record.
It's communal.
Yeah, it's a band, you know. It's not one guy or 2 guys and a bunch of backup musicians. And it was still going on when I joined the band, and that way we formed this company called Eagles Limited, which was a 5-way partnership that everybody owned a fifth of the band, of the name, the merchandising, the tickets, everything.
Sounds great.
Everybody's driving in the rent-a-cars, everybody's in the studio, everybody's working, everybody gets a fair
Everything's
share.
equal.
Yeah.
Right.
And then as time went by and the main songs that became hits were sung by Henley and Fry, they seemed to feel somewhat more entitled to a larger share of the proceeds and ownership and control than other people in the band.
And I know from the book that you began to look into this. You would say to the business manager, wait a second. I'm driving around in a shitbox. These guys have limousines taking them everywhere.
Is that what they did? They started doing that kind of thing?
Well, yeah, and guess what? When they're riding around a limousine, guess whose share is
being eaten up?
Being eaten up.
That's right. Yeah,
that's right. So
Well, there's an old adage in Hollywood amongst managers and in the music business that says, "Pay your acts enough money that they don't ask questions."
Right.
And the trouble really started around the end of the '90s when I started asking questions. I was CFO of this company.
Right.
And I was only 1/3 owner with Henley and Fry. Bernie had left and surrendered his shares back to the corporation.
That was smart.
Randy had left and surrendered his shares
What did
back
they hold,
to
a gun to their heads?
No, they wanted to quit. They just wanted out. They wanted, this is awful. I want the hell out of here.
It was awful because those guys have become demons, in your opinion?
Yeah, and controlling and made work and playing music should be like a child at play. It should be fun and exuberant and exciting, and it's hard to be creative.
But, most of us try to imagine this, because being a musician and getting in a big band is so, the odds are so against you that when it happens, you think you could put up with almost anything. I mean, when you describe things were bad, you're talking about even those guys fought with each other, right?
They did, yeah. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you watched the last 60 Minutes interview where they were on 60 Minutes, where Don and Glenn were sitting in this booth together. But wow, it was just difficult to watch them, the anger and tension and frustration and venom that those guys managed to conceal as best they can.
Those two bastards need each other.
Yeah, they do.
and yet they hate each other.
And that is why.
Why do you think they hate each other? What is it? What is the reason? I mean, they seem like two reasonable guys. Why do they hate each other? I mean, they're human beings. I mean, what could be... here's Gary Dell'Abate.
Well, that's why. They're human beings.
An answer, apparently.
Why do they hate each other so much? What is the dislike? What is your answer, Gary?
I read the book, so I think I have a pretty good idea of it. You know, the band started out as 5 equal members, and everybody would write songs and contribute.
Right.
And then it just became Henley and Fry contributing songs, and everybody got less and less. But then it became really obvious that Don Henley is like a machine, like a songwriting machine, and even Fry's songs weren't good enough. And then that became the tension between the two of them.
So then it became...
That is very well said.
Yeah, your book was
amazing. You gleamed a lot from the book.
Yeah, the two stars, then one outshone the other.
Yeah. Did you feel guilty writing the book in the sense that, oh, gee, that's not very rock and roll? Like, okay, you keep your secrets and all your stuff to yourself, and you don't squeal on your brothers, even though they're messed up brothers or anything. Like, it's almost like a family. Did you feel...
Where did that rule get written?
I'm asking. Did you ever have any moments of doubt about writing the book?
No, really. What happened was after in a period of 12 months, I went through a divorce from my wife, which was we'd been together 29 years.
How much pussy were you getting, if I can be crude? I mean, was it crazy?
During your marriage.
That's fairly crude.
We know you can be crude. Don't ask that question.
Tell me, what was going on in your life? I mean, poor you. You're married. You probably said to yourself, "Please, Mr. Penis." I don't know what what do you call your penis? I don't know. Everybody.
Mr. Penis.
Mr. Penis.
Mr. Penis. You probably say, "Mr. Penis, please, don't lead me to temptation." But it's almost impossible to resist, isn't it? I mean, the world is a candy store.
We had this organization called the Third Encore, which wasn't my idea. I wasn't in charge of it or anything. We used to go out and do our shows. We'd do 2 encores, and then during the show, we had guys that would go out in the audience and hand out these little buttons. They were like campaign buttons that had 3E written on it, which stood for the Third Encore, to the most beautiful women they could find by the hundreds, and say the Eagles want you to come to this private party. It's upstairs at this suite, blah, 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 blah. And so by the time we finished and got off stage and jumped in the car and went back to the hotel, got to the room, showered, and then went down to the suite, which was furnished with champagne and hors d'oeuvres and appetizers and all sorts of other party supplements.
It's like the greatest bar mitzvah ever.
It would be wall-to-wall with women that were just dying to meet you.
Wow.
And whose idea was that? Because that person should have been a full partner.
He was. Yeah. It wasn't my idea.
That should be a third partner, just the Third Encore guy. And I love that there was a name, the Third Encore. I mean, it's brilliant. That guy's a genius. Yes. Screw Hotel California. And the women would be there and throw themselves. How long were you able to resist? Because you were married. Was there a period of time, like a couple of months?
No, I was just ravaged with guilt during it all. I mean, to the point where, the nights that I was really high or really drunk, really bored. I don't know if you spend a lot of time on the road, but you spend.
I spend a lot of time at my house.
You spend 2 or 3 hours on stage, and then the rest of the time, 20 or 21 hours, you're just sitting around with nothing to do, and you find all sorts of horrible things to do, whether it's drugs or alcohol. Or Walsh and I, God bless him, one of
Joe
my favorite guy. He was
Joe.
My comic relief. I just loved the man. He and I would get into all sorts of things.
You know what's amazing? Joe Walsh to me is one of the most talented guys. He was in the James Gang, wrote great songs. He joined the Eagles, and now, and he's not a full partner in the Eagles.
No, he's not.
No, he is. In other words, they pay him well, I guess. He has a deal with them where if he goes on tour with them, he gets paid.
Right.
If they make an album, he gets paid. He gets paid by those 2 guys.
That's how I understand it. Yes.
Right. It wasn't like your deal where you were a full partner. And yet, I'm always surprised that Joe Walsh put up with that, because wasn't he too responsible for giving them more of a rock image and that? And they control him so much that he was not even allowed to dance on stage, right? They would tell him no dancing on stage.
Joe and I used to dance on stage during all they want to do is dance.
Right.
And we would get together and play these guitars and dance and just kind of hammer around on the camera.
It's fun.
And Henley would say he didn't like the camera being
moving
on
away
us.
from him. Yeah.
Right.
So we were a distraction from the Don Henley show, and so we were reprimanded. So we literally started standing almost with our feet nailed down to the floor on that
And
song.
you were probably like, well, I'm being reprimanded, but I have just as much say in this band as the other guys.
You bet, absolutely.
I mean, that's got to drive you nuts.
Yeah, I was castigated one night for wearing the wrong color shoes on stage.
Do you think it was because you were sucking away? Because I find when I watch an Eagles performance, I always like to watch Joe Walsh because he was always a little bit out of control.
He's animated,
and now he's Robo Joe.
Yeah, I used to do in high school. I used to do an impression of him with Hotel California.
With the faces.
For my
and
friends, it was like, we'd be, a little drunk, And when you and him are together doing the solo at the end, I could do the...
Right,
Those weird faces that Joe made.
That's perfect.
But as much
the
as
chemistry between you two guys was hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
But you see, it was too much for these other two guys.
These the egomaniacs.
Yeah.
They couldn't handle it.
Yeah, the issues really came down to greed, power, and control. And
what
those
do you
are
think
ugly
as as a corporation, the Eagles Corporation, T-shirts, concert tickets,
Huge.
albums. What are we talking?
Billions of dollars.
Wow. And you know that because you
were a part of it.
You were a part. But you thought that the books were being cooked, and you sued to get more money, right?
Well, no, what happened was I started asking questions, and I started getting these kind of sandbag answers. And as CFO, I thought that I should have the right to at least see what's going on. How much money are we making?
We're talking billions
Where are the
of dollars.
expenses going? What's happening? What kind of deals are you guys making for records or touring? Or, hey, what's going on,
You're
partners?
a partner, yeah.
Right.
And so my lawyer started asking these questions since we couldn't get any answers directly. And after he submitted, even though we had been promised in contracts along the way that they would provide us this information, his last letter was sent saying, hey, you promised us to give us this information. When do we get it? And the next day I got a phone call saying I was fired.
How can you be fired? You're a partner.
Well, that's the point. So if you're a shareholder in a corporation, if you own or have a position where you work for the corporation, they can remove you from that job. But
so
they can't.
You were fired. The guys didn't even come and say to you.
They didn't talk to me at all.
They wouldn't talk to you because you dared to ask questions about your share.
Well, that's right, yeah.
So you did sue.
That's right. It was the only way that we even spoke to them and said, hey, you leave us with no resort other than to file this litigation. We don't want to do this. Believe me, I've never been in a lawsuit with anybody, and I hope I'm never in another one in my whole life.
How long did the lawsuit take? 6.5
years.
And I presume you won and got hundreds of millions of dollars.
We settled.
You settled?
Yes.
Why did you settle?
Well,
so if you settled, you got tens of millions of dollars.
Well, in that settlement, there's a non-disclosure confidentiality agreement that I can't discuss the intimate details of it. Although I'd like to.
But I would imagine you're still a partner business-wise with these Eagles.
I can't discuss that.
You can't even say that. But
because I need to know now when they're on stage, are they working for you?
I can't discuss.
Well,
that.
they play Hotel California. They close every night with Hotel California, and it's a big part of the show.
Thank God you made that deal where you were in writing a full partner. Otherwise, you would have been screwed.
Absolutely,
that's right.
Yeah, that's not very rock and roll, is it?
What, being screwed in the music business?
Yeah.
It's historic. Everybody gets screwed. Either the record company screw you, or the manager screw you.
But this is your bandmate screwing you.
Yeah, that's especially, the irony of it is I think Don Henley was the head of Coalition for Artist Rights.
Wow.
But let me ask you were upset.
Which is a bit hypocritical.
You were even upset with Joe Walsh. You felt when you got thrown out of the band, he would have stuck up for you more.
Well, yeah, I called Joe right after I got the phone call, and Joe and I had been, literally, I drove him to rehab. I, put him in my car and took him there and did everything.
By the way, everybody drove Joe to rehab.
Oh, they did?
That wasn't a big deal.
Not everybody got him to go in.
Well,
go ahead. Yeah.
I only had me and Joe in my car.
I'm just joking. Yes. And so you say you were so close with him, and then you call him up and say, Joe, I just got thrown out of the Eagles. Let's go in there and tell those guys off.
Yeah, well, it put Joe in a really difficult situation. I mean, you were talking about the control they have over him.
Yeah.
And he would have had to make a decision to put himself in a position where his neck was in the guillotine as well, along with mine, or just kind of step back and go, I'm sorry this happened, is kind of what he did.
So he did. He remained silent. And
yes,
were you angry with him at that time?
I wasn't angry. I was more hurt than I was angry.
Right.
But you can understand, he didn't have that protection.
He didn't have the protection. He didn't have the power. As a matter of fact, in my inquisitions, I was really asking not only for my benefit of what was going on, but for Joe and Timothy as well. They had no right to ask for anything, and had not asked for anything.
I mean, I'm sure whatever Joe gets paid is a nice paycheck, but it's a paycheck. It is not ownership.
That's right.
But if he writes a song,
he owns
something, I guess.
Right?
But who knows?
Or is it like working for the telephone company? Anything you discover, it belongs to us.
I don't know right now what exactly Joe's deal is with them.
Right.
I can't discuss.
Well, they have an Eagles
your non-disclosure, what about writing the book, though? Didn't they say to you, you are not allowed to write a book or talk about us or anything like that?
Well, that was their countersuit. And then the last contract we signed, what we would do is we would sign these ongoing contracts for every tour we did. Say, okay, we're going to do this and in this. And the last couple of contracts we signed, they put in this thing that said nobody can do press or radio or newsprint or write a book or anything without the express written consent of Henley and Fry. In other words, you couldn't open your mouth unless they said it was okay.
Wow, that's I mean.
But the term of those agreements were only for the tour.
I see. But why write the book? In other words, you're a wealthy man. You have more money than you'll ever need.
Let's go back to where I was when I was terminated. I'd gone through a really long, difficult time divorce with my wife, 29 years.
So half the money went out the window.
Well, I didn't care about that. My heart went out the window is what really mattered. So I'm sitting in a really dark place, you know.
Right.
And so I started doing a lot of meditation. And while I would meditate, I kept reliving how I had gotten from that little dirt road in the South to where I was right now, having gone through all the steps along the way. Yeah, everything that I'd done. So finally, I sat down at this computer and I started writing this stuff down. Not with the intent of writing a book, but just more self-therapeutic than anything, cathartic.
Like a journal,
to just kind of start looking at myself and understanding more clearly, mentally and emotionally, what had happened to me. Finally, I realized I've got hundreds of pages of this stuff, and my fiance said, you should write a book about this. And I went, that's not a bad idea.
You're a creative guy. You're looking for creative outlets.
But I didn't do it with any sort of like sword in hand to decapitate people or show anybody for their warts or anything, because we all have warts and stuff in our lives.
But I'm sure Fry and Henley hate this book.
Well, I don't know. I've only heard from their lawyers. I've never heard from them.
That means they hate it. The lawyers don't call and say, God, great book.
So you have a son from your first marriage. Was he angry with you? Didn't you have a son as well from your first marriage?
Yeah, I have 4 kids from my first marriage.
4 kids.
Yes,
were they angry with you over the divorce? Were you the bad guy?
Yeah, originally, when, the reason I stayed was for my kids. I was there for about 8 to 10 years, longer than I thought I should have been. And bless my wife. We're still great friends. We talk every couple of weeks on the phone. She comes to my house for Thanksgiving dinner. We're beyond all that anger. We've got kids, grandkids together. Right. We have hundreds of friends we share. We see each other at parties. So, why throw a relationship like that that's been so long and so great away?
For all the coke and everything, you look amazingly well. I mean, you're
kind of cute too, Howard.
How old are you now? I mean, seriously, how old are you now?
Do I have to say on the air?
Sure,
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm 60. I'll be 61 in September.
Wow, you look terrific.
Wow, see all these guys who turning 60.
How old's the fiance? But she's a youngster, huh?
She's 42.
All right, that's nice.
She'll kill me for that.
Where'd you meet her? Is she hot?
Yeah, she's beautiful. She was Miss Niagara. She's Canadian and was runner-up to Miss...
Cool.
It's in the book. There's a photograph in the book.
Naked or clothed?
No, not. I'm the only one, I think, lately that's seen her naked, I hope. Although I am out of town,
What a shame that here you make such great music with those guys, and it'll never be again. You can't work with those guys. They just made it impossible.
You never say never.
You say, yeah, that's
true.
true.
Well, you did do a reunion
in '94.
In 94.
We were back together in '94.
How was that?
Well, that was it was a separatist, segregated.
There was no communication during that.
Very little. As a matter of fact, everybody went in separate cars to the show. We had separate dressing rooms backstage. As soon as the last note was off, we scattered.
Didn't you say at one point?
Nobody wanted to be in the same room.
I saw you guys at Giant Stadium.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And it was a great concert. But it just. Do you still talk to Joe Walsh? Is that
I would love to. I've reached out to Joe many times, and I think he's in a really difficult position to be able to have a relationship.
They might think he's a traitor if he's talking to you.
So when's the last time you spoke to him?
At a deposition about 3 years ago. I gave him a big hug, and I apologized for having to have him come and do that. And, it's just awful.
Hey, man,
did he understand that you had to do that? He did.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, we even ran into that control thing. Remember, Joe came in, and what song did he do?
Desperado. He sang it.
Don
Henley went berserk. He said he didn't want Joe performing that by himself on our show.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble.
Joe actually used to play Life in the Fast Lane in his solo gig, and Henley came out and said, accept no substitutes. And so I felt like saying that when they go out and play Hotel California. I felt like saying, hey, Don, accept no substitutes. But
were you shocked that they named the album Hotel California? Because after all, it was your song.
I was shocked when we finished it, the whole album. We had sat and listened to the playback party, you know, where everybody's there and the record company execs are there. And we were in the record plant in L.A. and we're playing it back. And when we finished, Hotel California was like the last one on the cut, not the beginning on the of the record. It was the last one on the playback reel. And Henley turned around and went, that's going to be our single. And I went, oh, no, you got to be kidding. It's 6 minutes long. It's slow. You can't dance to it. So everybody wanted like rock and roll and disco and R&B. It's got this, it breaks down in the middle where the tempo stops, and it's got this 2-minute guitar solo.
So you felt pressure instead of pride.
It's the wrong format.
Right.
Oh, hey, if you do enough of the right drugs, you could dance to that. I've done it.
You've done it.
Can I ask that one thing? In that Hotel California video, a couple of things. It's amazing just how different you look. That the long hair you had and the beard and the flannel and everything. I mean, and you look better now, I think.
Oh, well, thank you.
But
coming on to you.
You got the double guitar going.
Yeah.
And Joe's next to you with the single guitar.
Right.
And like one thing, I mean, me and my friends were big Eagles fans. The one thing we always thought was you really looked so pissed off at each other. Besides that one moment, like you look like you just had a voice like a look like I don't give a shit anymore. By that point, had you had it by the time you made that video?
No, not there. I mean, Joe and I used to really push each other to the edge playing wise. I mean, it was like,
so it wasn't a look of anger.
No, it wasn't a look of anger.
It was intensity.
It was intensity. Yeah, it's like you got our game face on. We're kind of going for it.
Right, you're very much into it.
Yeah, that's why when you look at Joe, he's really intense. He's into it, and then I say, "You're showing."
But you said one time,
him up,
one show that you did, it got so bad between Henley and Fry that they had to turn off all the microphones because you could hear the yelling and screaming.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have been at that show.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love shows like that.
Yeah.
Also, one thing, you know, when we talk about songs that you can make a living off of, how much money has that song made?
Generated?
Not enough.
Not enough, huh?
Really?
But you never have to
it's
work
made
again.
a lot. Yeah.
Because that you can't get away from. It's everywhere.
How crazy did the sex get? Did you and Joe Walsh? Did
you and Joe Walsh
ever,
had sex?
No. Did you and Joe Walsh ever bang a chick together? Did you ever double team someone?
No.
Never did.
Not that I can remember.
Well, you know what?
But Joe used to chainsaw hotels.
He did.
He would really do all that stuff.
He did. He had an electric chainsaw because the gasoline power ones made too much noise. You could hear him coming.
He had an electric.
But the electric one, you just hear the blade coming through the walls.
Oh my God.
Why would he do that? Why would he destroy property like that?
Well, you know, it was comic relief is what it was. Like I said, you got 20, 22 hours of sitting around with nothing to do in some hotel in Boise,
but the
Idaho.
poor manager,
poor
manager of the hotel probably said, "Oh my God, this guy just." I mean, I'm sure you had to pay for it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Came out of your
but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I also read that
we had some of the greatest times together, trashing hotel rooms and hanging out.
I read that one of Joe Walsh's best friends was Keith Moon. Right, he hung out with him a lot, so that's probably where he got some of that behavior from.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don Felder's book, by the way, we should mention, is called Heaven and Hell, My Life in the Eagles, and it's available in stores now, and as Gary and Artie can attest to, it is a fascinating book.
Well, you know what? I'm wondering
if
he gets into the sexual or whatever escapades of some of the other members of the band. Because the other day I was talking to somebody and they just kept saying they apparently had some private knowledge of Don Henley. And they just kept saying to me, he's a freak, he's a freak.
Is Henley a freak?
Oh, I can't really comment on that.
Who had the biggest penis? Who had the biggest penis in the Eagles? Quickly.
I can't comment.
How dare you? Throw you right out of here. A couple of quick questions from the audience because I'm sure people want to speak to you. So let's go. Say hi. Do you have a question for Don Felder?
Hey now, how you guys doing? Hey Don, it's an honor to talk to you, man. I love all your work. God bless you. This is Mike from Bradley, and I don't think the Eagles are the same without you. And what do you think of the new album? And do you think Artie should boycott the Eagles show that he's going to go to?
Hey, you're going to see the Eagles, aren't you?
Yeah. At the Borgata in Atlantic City, I have plans, but I might not go now because I like Don.
It's not the Eagles.
I think Don should go with you. What do you think of that? Take to the stage. No, no interest. You don't want that.
Their album, I've listened to it, and I was really shocked and disappointed that they have, in my opinion, one of the greatest rock and roll guitar players alive today in Walsh, and you just don't hear him on the record at all.
Right.
There's no Joe Walsh.
It sounds like a shitty country record.
It does. Yeah, it sounds like kind of like a Nashville produced record. I was disappointed.
The book is called Heaven and Hell: My Life in the Eagles. It's available in the stores now. Why don't you check it out? It's very well written. You wrote it yourself, or did you have a little help?
I wrote most of it myself. I had a help from an English writer who did a lot of fact checking and took a lot of my ramblings, and we both edited it and condensed it down.
But this is really from your journal.
Yes.
This is. Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, as a singer, you say fact checking. That's interesting to me because you're writing a riff like that and creating something. There's a possibility that you might have heard it somewhere before and it might be somebody else's thing. Do you get afraid of that?
Yeah, well, you have to.
Right,
yeah.
so you have a guy who will check a bunch of legal things and say, no, look, that's original.
Yeah,
because as a comedian, that happens sometimes,
you
too.
Bet. Yeah.
You think of a joke and you go, that's a great joke, but maybe I heard it before.
Sure.
You know?
I'm writing a CD right now, about halfway through one for next summer.
Right.
And I won't receive CDs from anybody. People
Right.
go, I got some song ideas, because if anything shows up that's even faintly
Howard does the same thing with scripts, right? You won't take a script from...
Yeah, you have to, because if you're writing, then...
You have a real hot daughter, right? She's a model.
Oh, she's unbelievable, yeah.
How old a girl are we talking about?
She's 24.
And she's got a real modeling career going, huh?
Well, she does modeling, but she's a singer. She's been signed to Warner Brother Records.
Oh, wow.
She's an unbelievable singer. You have to hear her sing. As a matter of fact, I'll come back with her. We'll sing something on the show when a record comes out.
We'd love that. All right, that sounds good. Well, you're a hell of a guy. It's great to hear your story.
I don't know. We're only hearing his side of this whole thing. Maybe he was the flying.
Well, I don't know.
That's the surprise I have for you. Guess who's coming in next?
Howard, can I ask one more quick question?
Yes, go ahead, Artie.
You had the contention that you had, but with Henley especially, clearly you're a great singer too. Was it tough to give that song to Henley to sing as well? I mean,
no, I think Don's got one of the greatest voices in rock and roll.
Yeah, but
and if I had my choice of hearing myself sing or Henley, I'd much rather hear Don.
You'd rather hear your song sung by Henley than yourself.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll tell you, got a nice voice though.
He's a beautiful, beautiful voice.
But since they want to be so rock and roll, why does everything coming out of them sound so country?
I don't know.
My money nowadays, I hear from music people, everything has to be in a specific category to make any kind of money.
Right. Well, I understand why they wrote a country album this time, but why does it always sound so country if they want to be rock and roll?
Well, there's no such thing as rock and roll anymore.
That's right. That's true.
One of my favorite renditions of that song. See if I can find it. I don't have it. Okay, I give up. Anyway, listen. I was going to play you something funny, but that'll be another time.
Another time.
Yes.
It's GP1 and Pink.
Oh, Pink. Well, tell those guys to learn Red from Pink. This is one of my favorite... No, guys, this isn't working. It's not here. Trust me. It's a different song.
After I know what you're going to play, I think, and after what Don just said, we should leave it there.
All right. Thank you, Artie. All right, we're going to take a break. I want to thank you so much, Don. Don Felder's book, once again, Heaven and Hell, My Life in the Eagles, available in stores now.
Don,
yeah.
How'd it go in there, man?
Oh, it was great fun. I was a little nervous going in. I was afraid Howard was going to go for the jugular, but he was very kind to me and very gracious. I enjoyed it.
What'd you like about doing a show?
Well, it's the first time I've played live on the radio since I was 15. I used to go down to my local radio stations as a kid just to get some publicity and go play Apache or Walked Out Run or something like that on the radio. It was really the first time I'd done that, and I really enjoyed it. It was great fun. It's exciting.
That's pretty cool, man. That's why you were nervous?
Yeah.
So, it seems like you had some rough times in the Eagles. Was it hard to talk about stuff like that?
Not really. Well, it was right at first. It's like any painful separation, when you go through a divorce or lose partners or leave a band. At first, you're really kind of hurt by it, and it's difficult to deal with those emotions. But as time goes by, you realize that for every door that closes, there's a new door that opens, and you can look back at your life and go, I had a pretty good life. I was blessed along the way here. I can't be too harsh and complain too much about it, so I'm happy.
That's good to hear, man. All right, thanks for stopping by
Thanks.
today.